Excuse me, Professor, but your guests have begun to arrive, and supper shall be served shortly.
Okay, thanks, handyman.
Well, I'm actually the caretaker. Oh, aren't those cool new skates? Now, you be careful with those. You don't want to fall and break something.
Oh, that's funny. That's real funny. Let me give you a hand.
Well, that's awful kind of you. How about you give me a standing ovation?
Why don't you lift me up?
Oh, okay. I see where you're going with this one. You look familiar to me. Were you in Stomp?
Hey, you can kiss my grits.
I think I'll be the bigger man now and walk away. Walk away.
I'll go and change for dinner.
Okay.
I'll see you shortly.
Sounds good. I'll just run upstairs and jump into my jogging suit. I'll be right down.
Round one, fight!
Chris Elliott and his little effed up hand. Good stuff. But welcome to Tournament Fights. This is episode 197. This is our best comedy sequel. This is an episode that we've had on the schedule for nearly like 6 months, probably longer. And we just had to push it back due to scheduling issues. And I'm excited we're finally getting to it. So, yeah, we're here to talk comedy sequels. Some might be good, some might be bad. It says best comedy sequels, but don't look too far into that. We're choosing the best out of these ones. So, but yeah, I'm your host, Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and you might recognize something I might be rooting for, might be pulling for, but there's a few good ones in here. So we'll see what happens. So let's go ahead and bring in our panel for tonight. We have Mr. Austin Pez Howell.
Yeah, there's some that are good. There's a lot of mediocre, and there's some downright stinky. So, we'll see a little bit of everything tonight.
Yeah. Sometimes bad movies are a little fun to talk about, depending what they are, There's those so good they're bad ones, But yeah. We also have joining us Mr. Jordan Owens, JPO. What's up?
Yeah, you guys ready? We're gonna run the gamut here today of all the quality of film, and looking forward to it.
Yeah, sounds good. We also have Richie Goodacre.
What's up, gang? Let's go Dumb and Dumber 2.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Gotta love those fart jokes they just do the whole movie. But yeah, we also have Chadwick Webb.
There he is.
Hey.
How's it going, guys?
It's going good.
Comedies, sequels. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Comedy. Do the Mark Norman comedy. But and then we also have the last of all, Mr. Brian Nussbaum.
Hey, today's secret word is mid to best movies.
Yeah, right.
And over under 30% to like Chad will be doing edition most of the night.
That's right.
Yeah.
We'll see.
That's all right. Chad said that they had one other thing that he's kind of going to be switching back and forth with us tonight for so it'll be fun. He'll be here, he'll be there, he'll be everywhere. So, but Austin, you want to break it down and let everyone that might be tuning in for the first time, let them know how it's going to work?
Break it down. Anyways, we got the 64 comedy sequels here. What I mean by comedy sequels, just part twos here tonight. I realize there are some comedy franchises that have a threequel in there somewhere, but we will do eventually. Jordan and I have talked about a straight part 3 episode of just all threequels in a bunch of franchises. So we will do that at some point because there's enough to do that. But tonight it's all part 2s of comedies. Like I said, we'll run the gamut tonight, put them all on a wheel, got them all mixed up here. There are no seeds. It's all randomized. And yeah, I could definitely spoil a few of these guys tonight. As I told them beforehand, there's probably a few that will be very, very easy that we won't even need to vote on. I'll just say that a few of these matchups, you'll know them when you see them. But other than that, we'll go up and down the row here. Everybody have a chance to vote. Keep it relatively short if you can, obviously under 30 seconds or so we can keep it nice and breezy. And we'll see which ones make the Elite Eight and which one is actually good enough to win this comedy sequel tournament.
Yeah, sounds good. And I'm pretty sure that those third in the series or the threequels, whatever you want to call them, we're just going to go straight third in the series. It may not be all comedy. It could be like all.
No. We're just going to do a threequel tournament.
There's not like maybe enough like third in a comedy series to fill up a whole tournament.
That'd be good. I'm interested.
Part 3 for the win.
Yeah, we'll do part 3 tournament. Will be fun. Yeah, all 3 parties. But
when in doubt, 3 it out.
And I will say this is all live action, by the way. We got enough at some point, Jordan. You could put this on the schedule. Do just all animated sequels.
Yeah.
I do that for sure. But no animated movies in here. We will do that at some point, I assure you. But yeah, for now.
You could also do you could also do a prequel tournament as well.
Oh yeah, you could do prequels too.
Number for that.
Yeah. Yes. Right. No, the less we talk about that movie, the better. So we'll scroll it over and see what our first matchup is. We're going to start with American Pie 2 and Bad Santa 2. Start out with. So we'll start down at the bottom with Brian, and we'll work our way up.
Yeah, this is. I've never seen a great sequel to the first one. I love the whole country aspect where Jim visits Michelle. Bad Cab. Love the whole Jim stuck his head to the videotape, getting hospital life for that. Bad Santa 2, I think I don't remember. So American Pie 2 gets my vote.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chad, what you got here?
Sorry, guys. I love Bad Santa, the first one, and then I saw Bad Santa 2, and I really hated it. I did not think it was a good sequel. I didn't think it was very funny at all. I'm not like a huge American Pie guy or anything like that, but I do think the sequel to that was really, really funny. With continuing the characters and all that, I just thought it was like a really, really good sequel. So, yeah, American Pie 2, I agree with that.
All right.
Yeah. Richie, what do you say?
Yeah, I feel like Bad Santa 2, you'll see a theme probably throughout this tournament of sequels that waited too long to be sequels. And ultimately ended up being really quite bad. I love the first Bad Santa. It's one of my favorite, could be one of my favorite movies that you might see them after 128. You never know.
Nice.
But Bad Santa 2 was just a letdown. Everything about the first Bad Santa that it's like they all the charm just kind of washed away. It was not funny. But American Pie 2 is probably one of my favorite of the franchises. Between that and the Reunion, I actually like Reunion a lot. I'll go American Pie 2 pretty easily here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. GPO, what do you say?
Yeah, keep the streak going. Yeah. Also, when this comes to sequels too, I kind of feel like the American Pie suits a little bit better here. They're a little bit older here now. They're going to college, and it's fun kind of seeing most of these characters again. Bad Santa 2 just kind of felt very unnecessary to a large degree. It's just that felt more of a cash grab. You know what I mean? Tony Cox definitely betrays him, tries to kill him in the first one. Now they're back together because we need a sequel, and he's got mommy issues. Let's get Kathy Bates in here and. There's some laughs. I don't hate it, but American Pie 2 is definitely where I'm leaning towards here as far as the better consistent sequel.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, American Pie 2 was one of the ones. Yeah, when I first saw it made sense as a sequel. Just them growing up a little bit more. Having some more adventures and whatnot. The ensemble you want to see kind of back together. Yeah, Bad Santa I thought could have just been a standalone movie, and it was long enough. In between movies that I thought it was just going to be a standalone movie for the longest time. Didn't need a sequel. It was perfectly fine. Everybody was loving the original. I'll go American Pie 2, and not just because I might be meeting Shannon Elizabeth this weekend. That's it.
Oh, nice. That's cool. Yeah. So it looks like there was 13 years in between the two Bad Santas, something like that.
Yes.
But Bad Santa 2, it's just like a less charming, less funny version of the first movie, basically. And I mean, it's not the worst comedy we're gonna see on here by any means, but American Pie 2 is great though. Yeah, like I love the whole aspect when they actually go to band camp and stuff because they talk about it enough. It's like what everyone, well, like a big thing people quoted from the first movie, and yeah, I thought that it's fun. So I'll go American Pie 2. Yeah.
Right.
Fun fact:
Yes.
the kid from Bad Santa 2 grew up to be Fortune Filmster. No, she did.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, he looks just like.
What's
Yeah.
up?
Boo, boo. Pez, please call
Yeah.
Shannon Elizabeth boo boo kitty fuck. Please.
Boo-boo.
do
Oh,
it.
I will. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I will. I'm sure she gets called that at least once every convention.
Yeah, no, I don't think she'll get mad. No, she'll be like,
Yeah,
oh,
no.
you're a fan.
Yeah.
Well, I was just watching the
God.
Fortune Filmster interview with Theo Vaughn, and she compared herself to Thurman Merman. So she does the.
The fuck is this poster?
But it's the Mondo poster for Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey,
Oh.
Which is
Oh,
going
yeah.
through because while we
which is going through it because it's going against Paul Blart Mark Club too.
Yep.
Is anybody
Oh, yeah,
not
that's-
going for Bogus Journey?
No.
Okay, excellent. Sounds good. All right.
I
Like I
slightly
said,
defend the first one. I slightly defend the first one.
I
but
love
yeah.
the
not the
first one.
second, but not the second.
The
one,
second
right?
he's not
No.
even a mall. It's a convention.
You just call it fat
Speaking of
people
conventions.
farting
second
and
one-
falling down the movie.
Yeah.
It's exactly what you think the first one is. First one has a little bit of heart and like
Mhm.
kind of unique. Second one is like, no, he's fat.
They killed the wife.
Yeah.
Or the first wife.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll put that one through.
Oh,
Hey,
God.
Super Babies, Baby
Oh.
Jesus
I didn't even
2,
see
and
the second
Deadpool.
one.
Deadpool 2.
Deadpool
All right,
2.
sounds
The
good.
second
Easy.
poster.
Yeah,
Deadpool
that's
2
okay.
is one of the worst movies of all time.
I don't
told
care
you
what
there's
the
a
second
movies.
movie was.
Okay, so Scary
Over.
Movie 2, right?
Scary Movie 2, please.
Yeah. is
Through,
it-
right?
I mean, if does anybody want to talk
Yeah,
about
but
Coming
not
to
in that
America?
harsh of a, not as bad as the last two, but yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not as harsh. Like it's okay, but
No
yeah,
one
Scary
cares
Movie
harsh.
2 is
Yeah.
Albert
way
Rose
funnier.
says this doesn't exist.
yes, funny movie. So, Hot Shots Part 2 and Home Alone 2.
Okay,
There's a
here we
match.
go.
All right, there's a match.
Good fellow.
All right, so now we'll
All right,
finally
here we
scoot
go.
up to Chad, and Chad
Yeah,
can go
10
first. I
minute
told you,
tournament
hey,
fight.
I told you there would be some of those tonight. You know, it is what it is, but they have to be acknowledged at least.
I like the poster you used
Yeah.
for Home Alone 2 as well.
Yeah. That is cool.
Chad, you're up.
Yeah.
Somebody's
I'm not even sure if I've seen Hot Shots 2, but Home Alone 2 I absolutely adore. I don't know. It's one of those things to where like it's basically a carbon copy of the first movie. It's just in a different location. But it's also one of those things to where even though it is kind of the same movie, just over in a different location, they're both really fun in their own way. So it's like a formula that you love to watch. So I feel like, copying it and making it New York City just kind of ups everything. And they really go wacky with it. Marv at one point turns into a human skeleton and they're just like,
Yeah.
fuck it, So I kind of love that about it. Plus you get Tim Curry, and Tim Curry makes up for, the Donald Trump cameo. And, it is what it is. But, yeah, and you get the fun, scary pigeon lady who's nice and stuff. Brenda Fricker. Yeah, there's just a lot of really
Watch
great
your
stuff in it. I love that. Sorry, JPO. Please don't leave. But I do love the end sequence in the abandoned house. I think is really cool. It's like one of like the tools coming down the stairs. I just love it. I just think it's amazing. So yeah,
That
Home
was
Alone
the
2.
sound of a tool chest falling down the stairs. Yeah.
Yep.
Good
Easy,
stuff,
Chad.
yeah. Yeah. But
Easy on the baby food. All right,
but,
Richie.
Richie, what do you say about Hot Shots Part 2 and not Home Alone in New York City?
Yeah. One thing with the Donald Trump cameo is that he gives Kevin the wrong direction in his own in his own complex. Yeah, check that out. But yeah, it's funny. Yeah. And it's the second time we've seen Tim Curry on this list already.
Yeah.
He's in Scary Movie too. That's right.
But yeah, well, kind of like Chad said, I think Home Alone is almost just like almost copy and paste of the first one, so they're in a different location. But he's not actually home alone. He's having fun in New York. And I think a mark of a good sequel is to be actually superior than the first one, and I think that's what Hot Shots to achieve. Hot Shots Part 2 is one of my favorite, not only one of my favorite sequels, it's one of my favorite movies. I love this movie a lot. It's so ridiculous. Yeah, just last per minute. I love it. So Hot Shots Part 2.
Yeah. GPO. What do you say?
Yeah, this is kind of a tight one here because I do enjoy the Hot Shot movies here, and yeah, there's an argument to be made that this is superior as far as kind of the last per minute to a degree. I really like Home Alone 2 as well, though, man. I like, you went bigger and broader. I think as a kid, that final sequence just really captures your imagination as well. And I just have that much more invested in these characters. So maybe just because I like more invested in the actual story here, that's kind of more up my alley. I'm gonna go Home Alone 2, but they're both good flicks.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, no, I like both these as well. I think I'm going to go with Richie's logic though. Is like if we're going to talk about comedy sequels here tonight, I think the ones that should go through. There's ones that are at least as good, if not better, than the original. And I think Hot Shots Part 2 qualifies in that department because this is the one I watch way more than Hot Shots, and watched it again pretty recently, and still think it's extremely, extremely funny. So I'm going to go Hot Shots Part 2.
Yeah. It's a bit of a tight race here. I mean, I love both these movies, but if you know me, I'm a Home Alone guy, like through and through. Like I've seen this so many times. I have the whole movie basically memorized. And and then you add Tim Curry, you add Rob Schneider, you add a crazy pigeon lady, you add like a bunch. You had the guy from the Rookie of the Year, the announcer
Bob
guy.
Uecker.
Yeah. Bob Uecker in there, and from the baseball movie, the Indians,
Major League.
Major League, yeah. So yeah, I think
is Bob Uecker the guy Andre chokes?
Yes.
Yeah,
that's Bob Uecker. Yeah.
That's how I
Yeah, he's actually really good in the movie.
Yeah, it's the only reason I know him.
Yeah,
right.
so I mean, I think they both deserve to move forward, but I got to give it to Home Alone 2.
All right.
So,
Brian.
Brian.
I will go with Home Alone 2 on this one. It's my favorite of the Home Alone films. Ralph Schneider plays a good role in this as the Bell Boy. And proves why. Yeah, also proves why the McAllister family are bad parents. So Home Alone 2 gets a vote.
Oh, well, thank you, Bethany. I appreciate that. No problem. That's what a good ghost is supposed to do. All right. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
No.
I knew you were at Publix earlier. I saw the photos.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Zoolander 2 and Wayne's World 2. Okay, so Wayne's World 2 is on, right?
Yeah, Wayne's World 2.
Yeah, even you, Jordan, you hate Zoolander 2.
Oh, yeah. For much as I love the first one, I hate the sequel.
I'm with you, buddy, on that. Yeah, that first one, the second one.
Waited too long for the sequel.
That's right.
Not even waited too long, just bad script.
Yeah, just bad.
Wait longer or don't do it. Find a better script, don't do it.
Hey, Police Academy 2 and Austin Powers 2. Austin Powers 2 moves on. And we move on.
Yeah,
on,
but I don't think
are you voting for Austin? You're not. Come on. You're not going to vote for Police Academy 2.
No.
Spy
I'm just
Shaggy.
saying
Come on.
it's a little closer, though. It's not as bad, I think. I
wouldn't think it's as bad. Spy Shaggy is far superior.
I like Police Academy.
It's vastly superior.
Yeah,
vastly superior.
Yeah.
Horrible Bosses 2 and Johnny English Reborn.
All
right, Richie.
Yeah, I do like the Johnny English movies a lot. I think they're underrated. I think it was just announced we're getting a fourth one, so that should be interesting. And I do think Horrible Bosses 2 is a step down, but there's still fun to be had. I think with the Johnny English things, as much as I like them, they kind of blend into each other. I wouldn't be able to distinct one from the other. Wouldn't be able to tell you. I know one's got Natalie Imbruglia in it, and then I don't know if the other ones do. So I just maybe from more memory's sake, I'll go Horrible Bosses 2, but I don't think it's like great, but it has its moments, and these three still have good chemistry. So I'll go Horrible Bosses 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. JPO, what do you say?
Similar-ish logic. Because I don't think I saw the sequel to Johnny English here. The first one, it has its moments, but I don't think I ever got around to the sequel. So Horrible Bosses 2 will get my vote. But I agree with Richie's sentiments on, has its moments, but yeah.
Yeah. Austin.
So it's funny you should say that they blend together, Richie, because the movie I was watching before we went live was Johnny English Reborn, because I didn't remember any. I like these movies, but I couldn't remember which one that was. Holy crap! This movie has a sneaky good cast, though. It's like Gillian Anderson, Dominic West, Rosamund Pike, Daniel Kaluuya, like 4 years before like Sicario and like all these movies he would start doing. Yeah, he's like his little sidekick in the whole movie. Yeah, it's weird. It's got like a sneaky good cast. Yeah, I mean it's very like Buster Keaton type stuff. You know, just a lot of like old timey like physical humor. But Rowan Atkinson makes me laugh, like he's silly, and I enjoyed it for what it was. Now the one I can't remember a whole lot from, oddly enough. Horrible Bosses too. I don't remember a whole lot of the individual bits and whatnot. So for that sake, just maybe recency bias, I'll go Johnny English.
Yeah, I mean, I remember going to see the first Johnny English with a girl that I was really, really into. I kind of feel like she's like the one that got away sort of thing. And we kind of dated, kind of not. It's kind of like we're like almost like a Ross and Rachel, like are they together, are they not kind of thing. And
you guys on a break?
Yeah, I went to go see Johnny English, the first one, and then we like didn't talk for like 8 years, and then we got back in touch, and she was like, "No, too little, too late. Sorry." Just like these sequels that wait too long, it's too little, too late. So, and the second one's fine. I mean, I do like that they let Rowan Atkinson talk, like in some of these movies that aren't Mr. Bean. You know, I mean, he doesn't talk a lot, but he does. But Horrible Bosses 2, like I'm a big fan of the first one. I think the second one's not far off. I mean, I like the addition of Chris Pine. I think he does comedy pretty well, and Christoph Waltz isn't bad. So I'll go Horrible Bosses 2. Yeah.
Well, you know what you should have told that, Jordan. You know what you should have told that girl?
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
What's her name, Jordan? Maybe she's watching.
Yeah.
Oh,
but Brian.
No names. No names. No. All right.
Oh wait, what'd you say? Did you
call her out? We want some names. We want names.
Oh, her name's Monica. Monica Silvas.
Right.
Monica
from France.
You know,
I'll say the first and last name if you want to find her on socials.
Okay. I'm just trying to stalk her. I was just give her a shout out. Monica, give her a boy a message.
Yeah,
it'll be like Tyrese from Fast and Furious. Monica,
go watch the fourth Johnny English
together. That was Ja Rule, you silly goose.
Oh yeah, sorry, John.
How do you get all these chicks to go to the movies with you? I can't even fucking get like one date.
Well, thing is, they'll come to the movies with me, but it's not like
nightly escort stuff.
Like the relationship quickly ends, like afterwards, though.
I mean, you just have to, have enough money for 2 hours. You know, that's how
it works.
They'll come willingly.
Dude, I shop at Aldi. That's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
But
anyways,
yeah.
I'll go with the match that makes me laugh more. I'll go with Johnny English. You get a bit of the Mr. Bean aspect in some of the scenes, like the whole opening train sequence, and even the whole gadget sequence, him starting the lodges, voicing the lodges, which makes me laugh. So Johnny English Reborn.
Okay.
That's good. Chad, what do you say here?
Yeah. This one's weird. I don't really remember much about either movie. But I know I've seen at least one of the Johnny Englishes, but I just don't. I'm sure it's probably the first one. I don't remember if I saw the second one. But Horrible Bosses 2, I think the two Horrible Boss movies just have a really good cast. I like the three guys and their chemistry together. So I feel like those two are the ones that I'm going to want to watch more, despite loving Rowan Atkinson. I feel like there's more difference to the two movies rather than, Johnny English is probably just like the same thing over and over, but I could be wrong. So I'll go Horrible Bosses though.
All right.
Yeah.
Horrible Boss. All right, we got Jumanji: The Next Level and Airplane 2: The Sequel.
Oh wow!
So we Jordan and I even discussed this. We decided to just do Jumanji: The Next Level because Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle was more of a spin-off of Jumanji, and then Next Level was like a direct sequel to Welcome to the Jungle. I know it's weird, but yeah. So we talked about it, but we went Next Level. JPO.
Oh, it's a me this time. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've seen Airplane 2. Kind of, I do remember enjoying it from what I saw. You know, I like those spoof movies. I don't remember liking it as much though. Maybe it's just been a while. But yeah, I enjoy both Jumanji movies here. You know, again, we kind of get the body swap, and now we get body swaps of the body swaps here. You throw in a little Danny DeVito, no problem here. Yeah, I enjoy these two movies. I wouldn't be mad if we finally got that third one. They're kind of more in the city now. And yeah, I enjoy this series. It's probably, again, character-wise, one to go back to. So Jumanji.
Yeah. Well, Austin, don't forget about your favorite Aquafina in Jumanji, the next level.
Jeez, yeah, I know.
Yeah, but what do you say here?
No, I mean, yeah, that's the thing. I've only seen Airplane 2 one time, and yeah, it was a pretty big step down from the original. The original, I think, is one of the greatest comedies just ever made. The sequel's amusing, but like not great. Yeah, I saw Next Level not too long ago, but I mean, it also has Kevin Hart, but at the same time, I think Kevin Hart in this movie is at least doing like the Danny Glover thing, you know. So he's like way more toned down and acting like an old man, and you know, he's not doing like so much of the Kevin Hart thing. And yeah, I think like everybody's doing a good job with their sort of doppelgangers here, and it was a nice little continuation of the other one. So I'll actually go Jumanji on this one.
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen Airplane 2, the sequel. I've barely even seen Airplane. I've seen that movie. Well, I mean, I've seen it like 3 times, but like recently, like within the past like few years. But yeah, Jumanji the Next Level. Yeah, I mean, I think that's good. Yeah, I mean, I'm not as big on like Kevin Hart and The Rock as of late. Like, I mean, I like some things they do. They're hit and miss for me.
You're more of a Cody fan. We get it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, cry baby.
More of a Cody Rhodes, yeah. Screw The Rock, no. But Jack Black's great, and I love the addition of like the old men, like the Danny DeVito, the Danny Glover, and even like say what you want about Awkwafina, she kind of plays an older man kind of well, surprisingly. Like she does the Danny Glover thing, and like it kind of works. But so yeah, I'll give it to Jumanji the Next Level. Yeah. Brian, what do you say?
I haven't seen Airplane 2. Jumanji Next Level has Danny DeVito, so Jumanji Next Level.
Yeah, sure. Chad, what do you say here?
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen all of Airplane 2. I probably have just seen like little clips and jokes here or there. But I feel like, you know, if you do like a parody movie that's just okay or not or even bad, it's even worse because it's just like, I don't know, I feel like the jokes just really aren't working, and that's really like what you have to work with, especially coming after something that's a classic like, you know, the original Airplane. I feel like you know, Jumanji the Next Level had a lot like less of a like steeper hill to fall down, I want to say, because I think the Welcome to the Jungle was really good. Because it was very surprising, but I do think if, like I said, I haven't seen Next Level yet. I really want to, but I feel like even if it's not as good as the other one, it's still probably fun. So I'll go Jumanji.
Yeah. And Richie, what do you say?
Yeah, I saw Airplane 2 once. I got it in a pack with the first Airplane. It's called Flying High in Australia. I don't yeah. It is what it is. Yeah, it's a bit stripped back compared to the first one. It's just there's not as much laughs. So it's still okay, but you know, I guess you can have that. If you looked at it as a movie on its own, it's okay. But yeah, compared to the first one, it's just it's a bit of a disappointment to say the least. But yeah, Jumanji the Next Level, I didn't like it as much as the one before it, but like it's still pretty good here. I do miss that you don't get much Jack Black playing the teenage girl. I think that was like the highlight. I feel like he's born to play that. But but it's still really entertaining. And yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing what another movie in this universe that like we'll teased. Even though I'm not a fan of The Rock at the moment. You can get I'm a Cody crybaby, but yeah. So I'll go to Jumanji next.
Well, just sit in your room and keep eating your chicken nuggets. Yeah, just keep eating your chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets or something. Yeah, fair enough. You put your
All right, going out to analyze that and Problem Child 2. Me first. So interesting. I still analyzed that with my grandpa when he was in town one time. There was like nothing else to see. Went and saw this movie. It was decent. I definitely think Analyze This is a little bit tighter movie, but still not bad. Problem Child 2 is one, I've seen a whole bunch of times since I was a kid. That movie is absolutely batshit insane when you watch it. I mean, some of the stuff, the lunacy that happens in that movie, but it's kind of nuts, and I kind of dig it. Will it make my 1991 countdown? Tune in and find out. But I'll go Problem Child 2 here.
Yeah. I like both these movies. My ex-wife was a huge fan of Problem Child 2. She she wanted to watch that like more than the first one. She liked it more. On the first was kind of weird to me, but and then Analyze That. I think that Robert De Niro and Billy Crystal have pretty good chemistry. It has one of my favorite just little scenes where Robert De Niro's working at the car dealership and the people won't buy the car and he starts being rude to him because he's getting frustrated. And he's like, the customer's like, "Can I speak with your manager?" And he's like, "Here's your manager right here," and like grabbing his balls. So yeah, that's a funny little scene. So I mean, I probably would go back to Analyze That probably more. So I'll vote for Analyze That. Brian.
Yeah, I haven't seen either one of these, but if you put these two in front of whichever watch first, I'll go with Analyze That.
Yeah. Chad, what do you say?
I watched Analyze This, and I did not really care for it like at all. So I didn't watch Analyze That. But the Problem Child movies do hold a special place for me, like in a big nostalgic way. I've seen at least the first one recently. They're not like great movies, but they're fun if you like them and have like nostalgia for them. And I think, isn't Problem Child 2 the one where they have like they do like a bunch of the games out in the field and stuff like that? I think that's that one. And I really do like that one, so I'll go Problem Child 2.
You mean the baseball game?
That's probably what I mean. Yeah,
it's
been a while.
One. Yeah.
Oh.
Second one is where he films the babysitter having sex with her boyfriend and posts it on the side of the house.
Oh,
yeah.
I need to check that movie out again.
And electrocutes one of John Ritter's girlfriends on the porch.
Wow.
And blows up a guy with his own grill. Yeah, it's fucking insane. The movie's nuts.
Yeah.
All right. So, Richie.
Well, clearly, I need to see Problem Child 2. Haven't got around to that. I have watched Analyze That. I've got it here somewhere. I usually pull these up. I seem to have a lot of comedy sequels. I realized. I like to Analyze That quite a bit. I like how he sort of tried to, Billy Crystal's trying to integrate into society without, getting a normal job. I like that. Probably my favorite scene is when he's at like this therapist, like, trying to like, doing like a Rorschach test. He's like, "What do you see?" And he's like, "Pussy with teeth." And like, no. But I think the chemistry between Robert De Niro and Billy Crystal is really good, and Lisa Kudrow's good in that too. So I'll go Analyze That. But yeah, it sounds like I do need to see Problem Child 2.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. GPO.
It's been a minute since I've seen either one of these here, but yeah, from recollection, Analyze That was again kind of a sequel that just I don't think they do much to improve upon the first one here. It could have been a nice standalone, and I just didn't remember liking all that much. With Problem Child 2, another reason why I do enjoy John Ritter. So while it's been a minute, I do remember just enjoying it more. So I'm going to say Problem Child 2.
Okay, we have our first tie. So we'll start with Brian and work our way up.
I will change my vote to Problem Child 2.
Hey, all right. Nice. Okay. There we go. For John Ritter. All right. Got Clerks 2.
Clerks 2. Move on.
Clerks 2.
JPO, anything to say about Grown Ups 2?
I love you, Sandler, but it is a trash movie. It's barely even a movie. Nope.
Yeah.
And it's facing a legitimately really funny movie, too.
No,
so
really, really good movie. Yeah, my favorite.
Yeah, Grown Ups 2 is horrendous. It's one of my worst.
It's not good for Nick Swartzen.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Sounds good. All right. Go to Major League 2. We were speaking about Bob Uecker earlier. And next Friday. So, Jordan, you.
I've seen Major League 2, but man, it's been forever. This one where they go back to the minors, is that it?
That's the third one called Major League 3 Back to the Minors.
I just know that the second one, it doesn't have Charlie Sheen, does it? It's like missing.
No, Charlie Sheen's in it. The only person who's missing is Wesley Snipes. He didn't come back.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, obviously it's very forgettable for me. So I'll go with next Friday because, yeah, I mean, it's hard to top the first one, but it's still a pretty decent sequel. So I'll go next Friday. Yeah. Brian.
Yeah, sometimes these comedy sequels, the first one is good with this way are, then they move to PG, which is sort of not that good sometimes. But first matchup, I'll go with next Friday.
Yep. Chad.
Yeah, I'm not really a huge fan of the Major League movies. I probably just need to revisit them. So it's not like the movie's fault. It's just I haven't really seen a lot of them. But I do really like the Friday series, especially the first one. And I think the next Friday is I can't remember, to be honest, but I feel like it is a pretty good continuation. I like Ice Cube's writing and like the hangout kind of vibe. So I'm gonna go with next Friday.
Yeah, go from the hood to the suburbs, I think, in this one. So
yes.
But Richie, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm not like really that enamored with either of these. Like Major League 2, I barely remember. I just remember it kind of being a big step down personally from the first one. Next Friday is all right. Probably my favorite part of the movie is the banger of a song from it. That from Ice Cube. You can do it, put your hand, do it. It has its moments, but yeah, I do like Friday After Next for dinner, which is probably on the threequels when you do that. But next Friday is decent, and I probably remember it more, so I'll go with that. But I'm not like super high on it.
Yeah, that Ice Cube song, Richie, me and my ex-wife, before we got married, way back in high school, because we did it 10 years earlier in high school. We went to some Mormon dances because I grew up in the Mormon church, and we made him play You Can Do It, Put Your Back Into It. Everybody freaked out because it was in the middle of a Mormon church, and we were out there grinding on the dance floor just to cause chaos.
Man, you guys are going to hell.
Yeah, going to hell straight away.
Yeah. That's bad.
Yeah.
GPO.
That's a weird story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you ruined the Mormon dance.
I might not say it for too many rounds, but I'll save this round. I'll go for next Friday.
Yeah.
Austin.
Yeah, I'm not going to vote it through very far either, but I do like the Friday series overall. Next Friday is my least favorite. I'm also with Richie. I think Friday After Next is actually really, really good and very funny. Just because I think the chemistry between Ice Cube and Mike Epps is better in their second outing than in this one. But DC Curry is really funny as Elroy. Clifton Powell's Pinky is really funny when he shows up. So they do have some good new characters, whatnot. I think the Debo coming back is unnecessary for that movie. It's kind of shoehorned in there. But it's still not bad. I don't remember a whole lot about Major League 2. I've seen it once or twice, but I'll go next Friday as well.
Debo goes a long way to find him. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's unnecessary. He just I don't know. Deuce Bigelow, European Gigolo, and look who's talking too.
Oh no.
Who's super enthusiastic about this match?
Jesus.
It's our second Gilbert Gottfried movie, though.
Yeah.
He's in Problem Child 2, and he's in Movie Talking to.
Wow, I didn't even do many movies. So I've already had
2 movies about kids. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Brian, what you got?
Okay, this is an interesting matchup. Look who's talking to has a few moments there. As well as that bar to voice the sister, which is interesting casting there. But I'll go with Deuce Bigelow 2. Won't make it far, but I'll vote this round. So Deuce Bigelow 2, European Gigolo.
Yeah. Chad, what do you say?
I think I have seen both of these. Look Who's Talking to a long time ago. That's another I watched it as a kid movie. Deuce Bigelow, I really like the first movie, but the second one's just really not my style at all. I think they'll go way too hard with the jokes in that one. It's just really not my. I don't find it funny. But I think look who's talking to is. I'm sure it's probably pretty dumb, but I think I'd enjoy that one more on a rewatch. So I'll go look who's talking to.
Yeah. Richie, what do you say?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like I understand why they did it, but I don't understand. I don't really think that Juice Bigelow needed a sequel necessarily. Juice Bigelow, Male Gigolo. I liked it for what it was. Definitely not. I mean, it doesn't hold up as much today. I'll say that. But it's I sort of follow it. But European Gigolo, the writing is just way off here. I don't know. I sort of liked how in the first one, Eddie Griffin's more of like a side sort of character. He's like there sometimes, but like he's in European Gigolo a fucking lot. And I don't mind him, but like it's just I don't know. I think he just sort of it overtakes the movie a bit, but it's just not as funny. And Look Who's Talking To, I watched when I was a kid. I don't remember much of it. Usually I don't do this, but I'm sure it's better than European Gigolo because that's not hard. So I'll go Look Who's Talking To.
Okay. Yeah. GPO, what do you got?
I'm going to need everyone to calm down on their excitement for this match. I think we're having too much fun on voting in this round. No, pretty basic logic for me. I don't like either one too much, but I'm less pissed off at Look Who's Talking To. I really dislike Juice Bigelow too on pretty much every level, and I'm sure you could chuckle a couple times. You mentioned Roseanne. You might dislike her as a person, but she's funny as a baby. So Look Who's Talking To.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, European Gigolo is a pretty bad movie. It's not good. I think Norm Macdonald has like the one funny scene in that movie. He has like one little bit, and that's it. I've seen Look Who's Talking To a pretty decent amount of times. He used to come on Comedy Central a lot, so I saw it a lot growing up. I will say it has one. That term like kinder trauma, like you see something when you're a kid, like on TV or in a movie, and it kind of like haunts you for a while, like unnecessarily. Yeah. There's a sequence in Look Who's Talking To. It's a Mr. Toilet Man sequence. Does anybody remember this? Where he has a dream about the Mel Brooks voices a toilet that comes to life. It says,
vaguely.
Maybe I'll play it like in between the two brackets here, the two sides real quick. It's like 30 seconds. It scared the shit out of me when I was like 5 years old. So I think I'll play it as a transition, and I'll pull it up so you guys might unlock some memories. But I'll go Look Who's Talking To.
Yeah, like I was trying to look up the cast for Look Who's Talking To. They must have scrubbed Roseanne from like the cast. They didn't even say she's in it, but
she's in it. Yeah, she's in
it. Yeah, like she's not listed on IMDb or Google.
But they don't go that far as to cancel them. If they're in it, they'll.
No, she's fifth or sixth on IMDb. Yeah, she's right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's there. She just looks like old and not as recognizable, but she's definitely not there on the Google.
You mean it's a current picture?
Yeah. And also, can you guys believe that they went all the way to Italy just to get that shot of Rob Schneider sitting in front of the Leaning Tower of Pisa? No, like I'm sure.
They probably did it because it's Photoshop.
Yeah. But
I think that was his joke, Richie.
Yeah.
But little Richie.
Yeah. But I don't care about either one of these, but I'll just go with Deuce Bigelow for Rob Schneider, I guess. Sure.
They made three of the Look Who's Talking movies.
Yeah, they did.
Talking Now with the Talking Dogs. Yes.
Now, yeah.
Got Dumb and Dumber 2 and European Vacation, which came right after Vacation.
Yikes.
Hey, don't all get excited at once, people. Come on. All right. We'll just vote within 5 seconds. Richie, just pick one.
Oh, yeah. Well, European Vacation has its moments, like Eric Idle's in it and like makes Monty Python references, like it's only a fresh room. Shut up. and Dumb and Dumber doesn't work on any level, so I'll go European Vacation. And it's one of the worst ones, but yeah, it's better than Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah. GPO.
I'll follow the rules, Pez. European Vacation.
Okay.
You rule follower. You fucking goody two-shoes.
I'll also say I've seen European Vacation more than Dumb and Dumber 2. So I'll go European Vacation.
Well, both these movies are completely stupid. They don't really have anything that I care about really in either one. But Dumb and Dumber 2 has one joke that I like when they go to visit Harry's parents and they end up being Korean for some reason. And so he was like adopted or something, and they're all speaking in Korean. Like I thought that scene was actually funny, but that's it for the whole movie. So and European didn't make me laugh once, so I'll go Dumb and Dumber 2, surprisingly. Brian.
The Hills Are Alive with Sour Griswold. European Vacation.
All right.
Yeah. Chad, what do you say?
This one is kind of interesting for me because if I'm going to watch the vacation movies, it's going to be the first one or Christmas Vacation. I don't really care for the European one. And Dumb and Dumber 2 is dumb. It's very dumb. They shouldn't have made it, but I just have a lot of really good memories in the theater with my buddy watching it. And it was one of those where it was like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And they shouldn't have done this. It's so sad. They're so old. They probably shouldn't never have even thought about doing this, but we had a really good time laughing at it. So I would have voted Dumb and Number 2, actually.
Did you say the first one? Vacation? I thought you said the first one. All right.
Oh,
no.
No, yeah, technically, yeah. Christmas Vacation is the third one. So if we do a threequels, that actually will be the third one in the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Grumpier Old Men and Crocodile Dundee 2, Richie. Is Paul Hogan, National Treasure of yours over there? Yeah, does he have a statue somewhere, like the Rocky statue? Is there like a Crocodile statue somewhere?
We worship at the altar of Paul Hogan. Hey, screw paying your taxes. Anyway.
Right.
So
what he did? Yeah, he was a tax evader.
Well, yeah. He's still evading them now.
Oh wow. Okay.
Nice. GPO.
The only Crocodile Dundee sequel I wanted was the goddamn Danny McBride one with Chris Hemsworth that was fake.
Yes.
So how dare you?
Yeah.
So Grumpy Old Men. I do got some love for the actors that are in it, so I'd go to that one first.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, the same way. I've seen the first Crocodile Dundee a couple of times, but yeah, that sequel is literally like the same formula that every movie in the late 80s, early 90s followed. Hey, let's just flip-flop it and have, her over there. See, isn't that fun? It's just the opposite. But yeah, Grumpier and Grumpier Old Men, both those movies I like. I think they're a lot of fun, and yeah, I just really dig Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau as a comedy duo. So I'll say Grumpier Old Men.
Yeah. So I haven't seen any Grumpy Old Men or Grumpier Old Men or Still Grumpy Old Men or whatever there is for Grumpy Old Men. I've never seen it, so I can't comment. But Crocodile Dundee 2. I vaguely remember it. Like I remember her coming to New York and him coming to New York and like having hijinks there. And I remember there's like a scene at the end. I can't remember which one. The one that gets pissed off and is like running off, and then I think the girl maybe has to run back for him or something when he's mad, something like that. But and there's like this whole like oh my gosh, here's a big romantic moment. But yeah, I mean I'll vote for Crocodile Dundee 2 because I've seen it. And I wish I could remember more, but I mean, I felt like I had some fun with it, so I'll go Dundee 2.
Jordan's a big fan of Crocodile Dundee in L.A. That's his favorite.
Oh, yeah, right. They go to Wendy's, and he thinks that like the Wendy actually lives inside the restaurant. Yeah,
because Australians are also dumb fucks apparently, and yeah.
Hey, you know what? It's the same thing you guys think about Americans. So you know what? Fuck it. Who cares? So we're gonna make fun of you too. All Americans are dumb rednecks from fucking Alabama. So you know what? Yeah.
Yep.
Do an American accent. Well, I'm from America.
Yeah. For American, I like to eat fried food.
I eat lots of food. But I'm big and fat. I don't do nothing to shit on my ass.
Yeah.
Brian.
But Brian.
The only Grumpy Old Man I like is Sander Waldorf for the Muppets. That being said, I haven't seen either one, so I'll go Grumpy Old Men.
All right.
Yeah. Chad.
I'll join. I think just Jordan in the minority and go with Crocodile Dundee. I haven't seen either of the Grumpy Old Men, so that's really the only thing. If I seen it, maybe I might like agree it's like the better movie. But I actually have a soft spot for the Crocodile Dundee movies. I used to watch those all the time with my parents. I mean, especially the first one, but I like the sequel, and I like when he goes to LA and all that. So yeah, I'll go that one.
That is knife right there. That's not a knife. That's from the first one. But Richie, what do you say?
Well, I just got a message from the Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese, and he said if I don't vote for Crocodile Dundee, he's going to deport me. So Crocodile Dundee too.
Sure, yeah.
Chad, you got the tiebreaker on this one. You got a tie. You go either way.
Crocodile Dundee.
Okay. All right.
Did it.
All right. We'll go down to Evan Almighty and The Hangover Part 2.
Oh,
so continuing the quality. Of course.
Yeah.
I told you guys it was, it's a battle of a few good ones, a lot of mediocre, a lot of bad. So
there is. Yeah.
But I still thought it'd be fun to see everybody's reactions for this tournament once we did.
Yeah, right.
So I'm up first. Evan Almighty is, I like Steve Carell, but this was like before he started doing interesting things in film. I like more of his kind of dramatic stuff and whatnot, and where he's gone since then. Hangover 2 is, it's definitely a retread. I still do think there's funny moments though, and I've seen it more than Evan Almighty, so I'll give the slight edge to Hangover 2.
Yeah, these are both kind of like disappointing. It is probably the best word for it. Like they're not like the worst movies, but I mean, I like Bruce Almighty way more than Evan Almighty, and The Hangover. I mean, I don't really love the Hangover movies. Really, I'm not a big fan of them, even the first one. But I don't know, like Evan Almighty is just so cheesy. So I'll give it to The Hangover. Yeah, Brian.
Yeah, since everyone's here who would go crazy over Evan Almighty last time we lost for some reason. But first matchup, I see which one I would enjoy rewatching more. I'll go Evan Almighty. Because the whole those arc sequence, him reacting to the whole changes he has, and one of the slacks has some great moments. So Evan Almighty.
Yeah, Chad.
I'll actually piggyback off of Brian there. I'll go Evan Almighty too. I just think it's like sweeter kind of a movie. So I feel like, I don't want to say I really liked it, but it's one of those where like, it was fine. But Hangover Part 2, I don't know. I think Todd Phillips is just kind of a mean-spirited director. I just don't really like his vibe a lot of the time. So I know the first Hangover is kind of funny, but I feel like it's like waned since even, so I don't see the sequel really capturing my attention that much anymore. So yeah, I'll go Evan Almighty's just slightly.
Yeah, sounds good. Richie, what do you got?
Yeah, I mean, look, Evan Almighty is not a great movie at all, but and I don't know. I think he was perfectly fine being a side character, but like I at least what it has over Hangover 2, at least it tries something different. Hangover 2 is just literally the Home Alone 2 aspect of let's do the same thing, just in a different location. The only thing is Home Alone 2 is actually good and funny, but this is just a step down, just very, very lazy. It has the same jokes, and it just doesn't work. They didn't. Obviously, the first one made a hell lot of money, so they're going to make, we're going to make a sequel, but they obviously didn't have any ideas. The third tries to have more ideas, and it doesn't work. But yeah, the second one is probably the most lazy out of the three. So I'm going to go Evan Almighty for trying something different. But I really don't care if either of these make it through because they're not going to.
Yeah. JPO.
Yeah, they're both intriguing sequels on paper here because, obviously after Bruce Almighty, it made a lot of money, and Steve Carell was becoming a bigger star, so it made sense to maybe pivot to him. But yeah, they tried something different, but it didn't totally work. They went a little more PG with it here, and they're just funnier jokes we've seen elsewhere. And then The Hangover 2, that's always been the joke about this is really the epitome of let's do one again. I probably laughed more, probably had a better time at it, so I'm going to say Hangover 2.
Yeah.
All right. So we have another tie. Richie, you got the tiebreaker this time.
Oh, well, Fuck it, I'll pivot. I'll go Hangover 2. I don't care about either one. So whatever.
All right, sure. Okay, so there we go. All right, we're gonna jump to the other side here. Let me see if real quick this unlocks any memories from Look Who's Talking 2 while I'm scrolling to the other side. Let me know.
Just as I thought. Just a regular old toilet, huh? When did I tell Eddie about this? Eddie and his bonehead ideas.
Hey, you little pisher! I'm talking to you!
Oh, no, what is that?
Hey, you're supposed to give me some pee-pee! Where's that pee-pee? We're talking about pee-pee here! I need that pee-pee!
Oh, no, Mr. Toilet Man!
Listen, I've had it with you. You better give me that pee-pee. Give it to me, but the next time you sit on me, I'm gonna bite off your tushy! Yes! Yes!
Holy shit, that's a hell out of me when I was a kid. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's fucking nightmare fuel when you're like 4 years old. Yeah.
Nightmare when you're 4, even when you're 34. What the fuck?
Dude,
Yeah,
it's a toilet with fangs. Holy shit.
I would just buy diapers and there's you.
Yeah.
Fucking know it.
So, yeah,
Nope,
that's
I'm
the
not
secret to
touching
that
that
movie.
thing.
All right, going over to Big Muffet's House 2 and Father of the
Hey.
Bride.
So Father of the Bride 2, right?
Yeah. Okay.
That's the Indian merit for the other one.
Sure.
The
Oh,
first
okay.
time watching the last month Big Mama's House too. Fuck yeah! Holy shit, that's a bad
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
Malcolm,
Yeah.
though, if Malcolm was here, like 4 stars.
4 stars. Yeah, no.
I
I
actually had fun with it.
I'll defend the first movie. I like the first movie.
Yeah,
Oh,
same
that's
here.
fair.
I like
Why
the
not?
first
enough.
one.
Yeah,
Paul
the second
Giamatti
one-
in it.
Yeah, Paul Giamatti. Yeah, that's our boy.
Jesus Christ,
all right.
was asking already.
Borat 2 and Legally Blonde 2. So we'll go to. Well, I mean, I think there's a discussion here. So, Jordan.
Yeah, I never seen Legally Blonde 2. I saw the first one and said, nope, not for me. I'm not going to watch any more of these. I'm done. And Borat sequel was a great surprise to come out of COVID and is really, really funny. Like especially that whole like putting a baby in his daughter, but it's like a little figurine on top of a cupcake or something that she swallows and like totally throws off the doctor. But yeah, so I think that it's pretty good. Yeah, I remember seeing some like behind the scenes things of him filming in his little truck that he's in and stuff that looked like it was like surprising people during COVID. Oh, we didn't know we're doing a Borat too. So yeah, I'll go with Borat. Yeah, subsequent movie film, sure. I'm not even gonna attempt whatever the other title is.
Yeah.
But Brian?
Yeah, I quite enjoyed the first Legally Blonde, but I haven't seen the second one. I heard there's a third one coming out in development or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Borat 2 was a good surprise to come out during COVID. I agree with Jordan on that one. It has some good moments there, like the whole him discovering he made COVID or something, and it fed Tom Hanks. That was a good moment.
Yeah.
And also, great surprise, Maria Bakalova, Oscar nominated for this film. So Borat's subsequent movie film gets my vote.
Yeah. Sounds good. Chad, what do you say?
This one is actually kind of tougher for me. Because I feel like Borat 2 was like a little funny, but I kind of find I'm blanking on his name. Borat, who plays him?
Sacha Baron
Cohen. I find him annoying a lot of the times, so it was a little bit harder for me to get through. So I'll go Legally Blonde 2, even though it's not going to make it. But yeah.
Richie, what do you say?
Yeah, I like Legally Blonde 2 fine. I think it's a step down from the first one, but I'm looking. I think I think there is movement on the third one, which is interesting. Again, a sequel that's long after the second one, but yeah, I think Reese Witherspoon has a few of them coming out. I think there's a sequel to Election coming out as well. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I liked Borat 2 enough. It's definitely a step down from the first one, but yeah, I mean, it was a cool surprise, and sort of I mean, it got some Oscar entrance. I don't know. It's just because there was nothing. It's a good movie, but I think it's just because maybe a case of like not a lot out in 2020 as well. But yeah, it was a good. Yeah, I didn't expect it to have like Oscar buzz, even though I think the first one did. But yeah, I feel like it deserved it more than the second one. It made a kind of tried to make a star out of Maria Bakalova, and she's really good in it. But yeah. The only thing I've seen her in since then is Bodies, which is that's not great. But yeah, I probably do like Borat 2 better than Legally Blonde 2, so I'll go that. But yeah, I'm not like super high on it though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. GPO, what do you got?
I like Legally Blonde too. Actually, it's a fun franchise so far here. I will admit though, I actually don't remember like super deep dives into it here. It's been a while. I only saw it the once, but I do remember having enough fun with it here. But yeah, Borat was a nice surprise here. You mentioned kind of came out at the right time as far as looking for something to entertain us with. Obviously, if you watch the movie, it wasn't meant for it to be during COVID, but that happened literally in the middle of filming it here, and shows you how good he is that he was able to pivot and some really fun stuff. The people he ends up quarantining with is quite funny, and so yeah, I'm gonna go give it to Borat too.
Yeah. Austin.
No, I'll also give it a Borat too, just because the Legally Blonde movies are a blind spot of mine. I haven't jumped into them yet, but I will at some point. I'll just probably bang out 2 in an afternoon. But yeah, Borat 2 was okay. The original one's still probably one of my favorite comedies ever. But yeah, this one was not bad. A bit of a surprise, not too bad. So I'll give it to that. Yeah, so Borat 2, and we'll go down to Super Troopers 2 and 22 Jump Street. So we'll start with Brian.
Yeah, I haven't seen the second Super Trooper, but I do enjoy Change Jump Street more, so Change Jump Street.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chad, you
got Super Troopers 2. The first movie is like a big cult classic. I saw it in the theaters. I don't get the hype for it. Like, I feel like, I don't know, like having sex with the bear and stuff like that, I just think is not really funny. Although there are some funny moments in it, but I think the Jump Street movies, are actually really, really funny. And I think 22, maybe not as funny as the first one, but I remember there being a lot of really great chemistry between Ice Cube and the 2 leads. So yeah, that one was really funny. So I'll go 22.
Yeah. Richie, what do you say?
I kicked my dog out for barking, and now she's barking again. God damn it. What a bitch. Anyway, Super Troopers 2, I'm not as high on it. I think it's also just a case of a sequel being made, long after the original. I think they kind of didn't strike while the iron's hot. I like the first one a lot. I actually do like the first one. But yeah, 22 Jump Street, I think, is a contender that could win this thing. I think 22 Jump Street is at least on par with the first one for me. I think it has a lot of good moments, and obviously that Ice Cube moment where with his when he finds out like Jonah Hill's been messing around with his daughter is hilarious. So yeah, I'll go 22 Jump Street pretty easily here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. JPO, what do you say?
Yeah, nothing crazy to add here. Super Troopers 2 again. There's some scattered laughs here. You mentioned our boy Will Sasso earlier tonight, but yeah, 22 Jump Street is you could argue they did a little bit of the same. But fuck, the laughs are there, man. From fucking Schmidt's daughter to Jillian Bell's addition, Wyatt Russell catching a bit of him for the first time. There's a lot of fun catching with. My name's Jeff. It's funny from the get-go. The post-credits, some of the best post-credit scenes we've ever had, showing you the next 20 sequels here, the video game, the shoot the dick game, and everything. Yeah, and even bringing back Rob Riggle's cameo. In fact, he's the last scene you actually really see. He's pregnant. Dave Franco gets him pregnant. So 22 Jump Street.
Yeah. But Austin, what do you say?
Yeah, I'm kind of similar like Chad. I remember rewatching the original Super Troopers before I saw the second one and still being like, I'm just not into this. And then I went and saw the second one, and I kind of liked it more than the first one. So blasphemy maybe to some people, but I don't know. I like Super Troopers 2 more than the first one. Sue me. But yeah, 22 Jump Street. Yeah, again, in this
Richie's lawyer.
In the sea of stuff in this tournament, 22 Jump Street is like a masterful, amazing, top-notch, best of all time comedy. Compared to a lot of other stuff in this tournament, yeah, should pretty easily make the Elite Eight here at least. And yeah, I think it'll go pretty far. So I'll say 22. Second Ice Cube movie and second Jonah Hill movie as well. So.
Yeah. I actually haven't seen Super Troopers 2, which I really liked the first one, and I was gonna watch it with my ex-wife, but I remember I was doing something like I think we're working on something for a show or something in the other room, and then he's like, "You better come out and watch this, or I'm just starting it." And all of a sudden I hear starting, and I'm like, "All right," and then I never watched it, but yeah, 22 Jump Street is great. I'm still waiting for them to maybe do a 23. I mean, they just got to infiltrate like corporate America and like do some kind of like where they infiltrate like some workplace or something. I think that'd be cool.
It might be 23.
Yeah. so yeah, but yeah, 22 is great. They just do all the same stuff. They even have like another drug with the Wi-Fi stuff, and like it's Adderall mixed with ecstasy, mixed with God knows what else, and
ass, titties,
yeah,
ass, and
titties, yeah. So I'll go 22 Jump Street pretty easy. Yeah, this is a contender to maybe win it. So
yeah. All right, 22 Jump Street. Go down to Ted 2 and Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls. So we'll start with Chad.
I did not like Ted 2. I liked the first one fine enough. Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls, that's my series. I love those two movies so much. I think that's one of the most iconic comedy characters in film that Jim Carrey just nails. And some days I like the second one more than I like the first one. But it just really depends. There's a lot of great jokes in both. But from when I was a kid, I just remember watching the second one so many times. I do get really sad about the raccoon in the beginning. That really gets me. But there's so many great jokes, like when he's driving the monster truck and just all righty then. It's just phenomenal. I love When Nature Calls. So I'm gonna go that one.
Mm-hmm. I think the beginning they're like spoofing Cliffhanger or something like that.
Yeah, it's a Cliffhanger spoof.
Yeah,
it's pretty direct one.
Yeah. But Richie, what do you say?
I see why you have Chad on this panel now.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
The Nature Call rules.
Well, I'm going Ted 2 because When Nature Calls, not a huge fan. I think it's a major step down from Pet Detective. I mean, Ted 2 not as good as Ted 1. Obviously, I think it solely misses Mila Kunis, who I think couldn't do it because she was pregnant. So instead of, I don't know, I don't know if they could wait, but they just
wait 6 months and just do it when she's done.
yeah, they couldn't wait, and then it's like no, they broke up. Well, it kind of undoes the first one. But yeah, like the addition of Amanda Seyfried is good. Like names like Sam Jackson. And it has good laughs here and there. But yeah, it's just
it's Gollum eyes. That's one of my favorite jokes.
Yeah,
it's just Gollum eyes because it's so true. It is funny, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's like not the sequel that I was anticipating because you don't want the continuation of the story we got in the first one, and we don't. So we don't really. So but watch a Ted TV show. That's pretty damn good. But yeah, just watched it. Yeah, it's good.
But yeah, I'll go Ted 2.
Yeah. JPO.
That's a good round here. I like both of these. I've revisited a few different times after their releases here. I do like Ted 2. I completely agree with just waiting for Mila Kunis because it does retroactively even hurt the first one. That's basically the plot of the first one was him earning and growing up for Mila Kunis, and then the second one they're like, we broke up a couple weeks later. Zoolander 2 actually does the same shit. If you remember, Zoolander 2 opens up, they're like, oh, by the way, Christine Taylor, she dead, kid got taken away. It just completely undoes the entire first one in the opening sequence, and I hate that when sequels do that, man. But I like When Nature Calls. That might be a first. I like the first one a little bit more. But I do. There's plenty of laughs. I mean, him trying to get out of the rhino. I mean, come on, that's forever burned in my brain.
Look, the mother rhino's giving birth.
I think he's perfect. Jen mentioned the righty, that the opening sequence of Cliffhanger, and I also grew up on Cliffhanger, so that always made me laugh. So yeah, I honestly, when I think about laughs for a minute, maybe because it doesn't annoy me. Look at the premise. I think it does a little something different too. You're taken out of the city. You're kind of in a whole nother atmosphere, which I think is kind of cool. I'm gonna go with Nature Calls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's another movie that might come up here that kind of undoes the whole movie in the sequel that we'll get to. But But Austin
was action. Aliens 3.
Jordan, you're in luck this round because one of these movies does not have Giovanni Ribisi, so I'm going to go Ace Ventura.
Yeah, Jesus, let's go.
So I mean, it's okay. It's whatever loses to 22 Jump Street.
Dancing, you don't like?
So it's fine.
Yeah,
you don't like Giovanni dancing?
I don't like
Yeah.
Giovanni doing anything in any of my movies.
They're gonna be in the like kind of like
Leave.
twisted kind of villain guy. Yeah.
No, I don't like him in anything. He keeps invading all these old movies I watch. So stop.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Ted 2 is fun. I think it's good, and the TV show is really great. There's a moment where I almost thought that the Mila Kunis was going to show up in the TV series, but I'm like, that wouldn't make sense with the timeline. But
why would you think that?
Her character might, but she won't.
Well, just because like he goes to a door and is surprised to see someone. And I'm like, it kind of threw me off. I'm like, wait a minute, is that Mila Kunis? I had to do like a double take. I'm like, no, that's not her. But Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls. I mean, if you know me, I love this movie. I think that's funnier than the first one. I like it better. I like the like chitty chitty bang bang stuff. Like You Must Be the Monopoly Man. The like doing stuff in front of the projector. Like doing all that stuff. And then just like the way that he interacts with all the tribes people too. Like, hey there, nice to see you, Bumblebee Tuna. Like, hey, your balls are showing. Like this movie's great. It has like so many just great lines and things. And yeah, I'll go with When Nature Calls. Yeah. But Brian.
One of these is the 128, and one of these is better than the first one. That's Ace Ventura When Nature Calls.
Yes, I got the right panel tonight.
Well, I mean, for
You're all
one round.
Yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't get too excited. Going up against a very heavy hitter next round.
Yeah.
Beverly Hills Cop 2 and Pink Panther 2.
Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Okay, sounds good. Oh, that's our, by the way, our third Gilbert Gottfried movie. There's a theme here emerging.
Oh, yeah.
Because he has the one scene on the phone. Bitch!
Yeah.
And he hangs up the phone.
Is that Beverly Hills Cop that he's in?
He's in the second one. He's in Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Yeah.
He has one quick scene. It's kind of one of his breakout roles, actually. Yeah. Daddy Day Camp and Nutty Professor 2, The Clumps.
Move Nutty Professor 2.
P.U.S.A.
Well, I mean, I do have something for that. Here you Informal poll. Nutty 2, raise your hand. I'll say that.
I'll still go for it, even though I hate it.
Yeah. Because look, Daddy Day Camp's good for one thing. If you want to watch a movie where everybody screams in the camera for 90 minutes at full volume, just screaming, watch Daddy Day Camp.
Yeah.
So, early 2000s Nickelodeon show.
Jesus Christ, it's nothing but screaming. Fletch Lives and Ghostbusters 2.
So Ghostbusters 2.
So Ghostbusters 2. Yeah.
Fletch Lives is a horrible
I like the first Fletch, but yeah.
Yeah, most people don't like Fletch Lives. Even Fletch
I like
don't
Fletch
Lives.
Fletch Lives.
Oh yeah.
Even like the Johnny Hamm
Fletch
one
Lives.
better than this.
But yeah, Ghostbusters 2.
Ghostbusters 2. Yeah, it's pretty good. D2 and Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay.
Here we go.
All right, Richie, good. Yeah.
Getting us a bit more of a discussion. I like D2 a lot. I think it's a great sequel. I'm probably in the minority, and I think D3 is my favorite. That's the other one. So I mean, we took out the threequels. But yeah, I do like Harold Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay. But yeah, I think it's really good. Yeah, I think Rob Corddry is really good as like the villain. Just like, where he just like grabs that paper and just like shoves up his ass. Like, dude, do you wipe? And then they meet George W. Bush. That's fun. And so it's a wacky idea for a sequel, and I think it works. And then I got that song like the way Mickey Avalon, my dick stuck in my head now. My dick, cause let not be. Anyway, but yeah, so I'll go with that. But I don't mind if D2 makes it through.
Yeah, JPO.
This was actually the Harold and Kumar poster. It was actually the poster that was above my bed for a very long time.
No, really? Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah. him in a giant ass uniform. Which is funny because I don't like this movie that much.
Yeah.
I think more doesn't work.
Just had the poster.
I just love Neil Patrick Harris on the unicorn. So
Yeah.
I got it from my science teacher in high school. I was like, hey, let me have that. He said post in the classroom. That was my
Nice.
graduation present from my science teacher. Shout out Mr.
Yeah.
Zenchu. We would play movie trivia during fucking lunch breaks. That dude was the bomb.
Nice.
But yeah, I just some works, some doesn't, and I've always got love the D franchise here. I believe it's the first time we get to see our boy Kenan Thompson. And I enjoyed this group so much that I got to go D2 here. Another one you could argue a little bit better than the first one, maybe possible.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, I think the first two Mighty Ducks movies are about kind of on par for me. Just whether I want like something a little more with a few more sort of adult issues with like the stuff Emilio's going through in the first one, or if I just want more of a straight comedy with D2. Yeah, but I still like it. Yeah, that Harold and Kumar second one, I think it's just my least favorite out of the series, just because I like when they're just it's a one crazy night situation and like where they just got to do something like in the first one and the third one. This one being like a road trip movie, it's amusing enough, it's fun enough. It has its moments, but yeah, I think I'll also go D2 here, which by the way, our second Beverly D'Angelo movie tonight as well.
Yeah. I think the both these are good, and Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay. Like it's like ridiculously like weird how like easy they escape from Guantanamo Bay. It's like supposed to be one of the most secure prisons in the world, and they get out pretty easy. And then there's fun stuff, I guess. I mean, they go to like a no pants party and there's like that stuff, but yeah, D2, I'm a massive Mighty Ducks fan. I mean, sticks, glove, shirt. Like I love that whole thing when he teaches it to the Kenny Wu, and I get the knuckle puck stuff with Kenan Thompson and all that, and there's a lot of cool stuff. They're representing America. It's not in the Olympics. It's like the Junior Goodwill Games or something, but still, that's fun. So
it's one thing that annoys me on people that do podcasts about that movie that I've heard before is they go, oh, they go to the Olympics, blah, 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 and I just want to be like, yeah, it's not the Olympics. It's the Junior Goodwill Games. It has nothing to do with the Olympics. The Olympics doesn't allow 14-year-olds to compete. Like,
yeah, right. And also, one of my like subtle, like,
yeah, the ones that lie about their age, yeah. From Comedies.
Subtle like funny little jokes in Parks and Rec when they're doing the mock UN. They tried to give Chris Pratt's character Iceland, and he's like, oh, the bad guys Mighty Ducks too? No, I don't think so. No. So yeah, I'll go with D2.
Okay.
But Brian.
Yeah, this is one of the two David Crumbles movies. The other one will probably be on the list for as 5 values. But first matchup, yeah, I agree with Austin. The second one is the weakest for me, but it's going to be a trilogy. I'm waiting for the fourth one to come out. But I'll go with they're making a fourth one apparently.
Okay.
But first matchup, I'll show some to Harold Kumar Escape from West Hollow Bay.
Oh yeah, they're making another Harold Kumar.
I'd be okay with them making another one. I like that series overall.
Yeah, same here.
I'm fine with that. I still want my spin-off just with the David Krumholtz and the Eddie K. Thomas characters. I'd like to see with Goldstein and what's in it? Yeah, like I'd like to see a spin-off with them. Yeah, Rosenberg, Goldstein. I wouldn't mind seeing an adventure with them. So yeah, but
wasn't it like Harold Kumar kind of like a spiritual spin-off to what's that Ryan Reynolds movie? The where
Van Wilder.
Van Wilder, right?
There was a sequel to that with
okay, yes, right. They did Rise of Taj. That's right. Yeah, but it seems like a similar character. But Chad, what do you say?
I'm not a huge fan of the Harold Kumar movies. They're okay, and I'm also not like, because I know there's some people who are like huge Mighty Duck fans. I think Jordan said he was one, but I've never been like that big a fan of those. I'm more of like, if you're looking Kenan Thompson, more of a heavyweights guy. But I like the Mighty Duck movies fine enough, and I actually want to revisit them because I think I'll probably have a lot of nostalgia, at least for the first one, but maybe the second one as well. So yeah, I'll vote that one.
Yeah.
By the way, just to think about Harold and Kumar 2, it's the same people behind that do those movies are behind Cobra Kai right now, so that's why they're just wait. So basically, but now that they're doing the last season of Cobra Kai, they said maybe after the final season Cobra Kai, they'll do Harold and Kumar 4. So it's
Okay.
Hayden Schlossberg, or whatever, and the other guy. Like they're behind the Cobra Kai series, so they're just busy with that right
cool.
now.
But by the way, speaking
yeah.
of Kenan Thompson, I forgot. I mistakenly said like Shane Gillis is like the host of SNL next week, but I forgot that they take breaks. Like
they take break.
So yeah.
Yeah, so he's
Which,
doing it.
hold
yeah,
on
like the 24th.
I have to say, Richie, I'm a little mad at you because I kept refreshing Peacock that night.
I was refreshing as well.
I swear to God, I was like,
yeah, I was telling
God,
all my
damn it,
family,
man,
like, we
this
gotta
shit's
check it
happening.
out tonight. We gotta go like watch it when they're in town.
It wasn't until Sunday I went, let me double check the date.
Yeah.
Got Anchorman 2 and Revenge of the Nerds 2. So we'll go to JPO first.
The Battle of Mediocrity.
Yeah, I don't think I ever saw Revenge of the Nerds 2. There is like more of them too, isn't it? 4 or 5?
There's 4, but the third and fourth ones are straight to TV. The second one was theatrical.
Oh,
though.
really?
Yeah, they were TV movies. The Next Generation and Nerds in Love. Yes.
That sounds like a reality show.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Like Beauty and the
It does,
Beast.
yeah.
Yeah.
I actually like Anchorman 2 just in general too, so I'm definitely giving it my vote. I think there's some laughs in this here. I don't know. I enjoyed seeing Ron Burgundy again, the whole group. The way they regroup, I think, is pretty funny. The car scene, and then again, you really the crazy anchor fight they do again now with pretty much everybody, Jim Carrey, Kanye West. So I enjoyed it. Like I said, enough laughs for me. So Anchorman 2.
Yeah, Kanye West. Yeah, he's in that. I'm Austin.
Yeah, does anybody remember this? So I have the Blu-ray of Anchorman 2 just because, and it has 3 versions of the movie on there, which is insane. Yeah, there's that like the regular theatrical. It has an unrated, it's a little bit longer, and then that supersized R-rated version. It says with each joke is completely different, like the all new jokes. That version is 143 minutes. Way too fucking long for a comedy. God almighty. I don't need to see an epic comedy.
See him watch it yet?
Yeah, and I think I watched it once, and I was like, "Oh my god, how fucking long is this movie?" So yeah, even when I watched the theatrical version, it's like 2 hours, and I was like, "This movie's too long." Like I felt the length. It has some good stuff in it.
It does.
I mean, it's
the ocean sequence, like it does go on for a bit.
yeah, no. Once it gets to that ocean, like the shark scene, I'm just like, oh my god, can we like wrap it up already? Like,
happening
please.
now. Yeah.
I mean, there's some good stuff when they first start doing the 24-hour stuff, you know, and they do like the overnight stuff, like for the first night. Like, there's some funny stuff in there, and like, you know, there's still good chemistry and whatnot. So it's not bad in pieces. Revenge of the Nerds 2 is not horrible. It's okay. They filmed it in Fort Lauderdale at a beach that I've been to a couple of times. Bradley Whitford's actually the villain, you know, shout out Billy Madison. So, you know, he takes over for Ted McGinley in this one. He's a pretty decent like jock villain. Ogre has a little more screen time, kind of like he kind of becomes a nerd at the end. So like, that's fun. So there's some decent stuff to it. I'll be the one vote for it, because I know it won't go on, but I'll give it the one vote. But,
yeah.
Jordan.
Yeah, I've never seen Revenge of the Nerds 2, but yeah, I think Anchorman meant to. I mean, it's fun. I mean, I have fun with it. I don't think it's bad. I just don't think it's good. Near on par with the first one. Probably my favorite character, and one of my favorites from the first is just the Fred Willard character. I think he's always solid. So I miss Fred Willard. I thought he was always like pretty solid, and just a lot of cameos all throughout. And yeah. And I think that Adam McKay just lets them improv just everything. So they improv so much, they have enough for like 2 whole other cuts of the movie or something.
Mm-hmm. So it's like Mrs. Doubtfire. They said that they have enough. There's enough like R-rated cuts to make a whole another movie just on the R-rated.
I wouldn't mind seeing it. Yeah, that'd be kind of fun. But
Anchorman 1's even crazier. Anchorman 1 has like a whole cut with like Amy Poehler subplot that like. It's totally cut out of the real one. Yeah, the first one's weird too.
It's like crazy. Yeah. So, but I'll go for Anchorman 2 here. Yeah. Brian.
Yeah, it's interesting. When we watched Anchorman 2 on Netflix, they cut the whole shark sequence for some reason. I don't know why they did that, but I haven't seen Revenge of the Nerds 2. So I'll go with Anchorman 2.
Okay.
I hate when like streaming services cut stuff. It's not their movie to be cutting up. Come on.
Wait a minute, what? Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I'm looking at IMDb. The version on Netflix Australia deletes the shark scenes and has an alternate ending where Brooke reads his lips, then pulls the veil over her head before kissing her. So
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. I watched it in the theater. Obviously, as soon as I watched it.
Yeah, because that's the sequence I don't like in the movie that drags the movie down. So maybe.
Yeah, it's maybe it makes it like better, like tightens it up. I don't know, but Chad, what do you got?
I guess I might be the most positive one here about the movie, but I'm glad to hear a lot of people at least thought it was fine. I love Anchorman 2. I mean, I love both of them, but I think Anchorman 2 kind of does like what you know. I'm not saying it's as good of a movie, but it does kind of like what Gremlins 2 does to Gremlins, where it just like takes the first one and then it just elevates like so hard, where it's basically Adam McKay saying like, fuck it, I'm just going to go real hard with this one. And I love, just off the rails. Exactly. Like the anchor fight is even bigger in this one. You know, I mean, that's what you got to do with the sequel, but I feel like most of it really works for me. And when I heard that there was a lot of people who were like, I think Anchorman 2 is bad, I was like, it was like one of those moments where I was like, just actually shocked. Like, people actually don't like this movie or think it's not that great. I'm like, all the jokes are amazing. Like, when I get with my one buddy, it's the same guy I watched Dumb and Dumber 2 with. Actually, Austin's met him. It's my buddy James. We quote Anchorman 2 far more than we quote the first one. So, you know, it's kind of one of those situations, but I adore it. So it would go pretty far for me, but I don't think everybody loves it as much as I do. And I just haven't seen Revenge of the Nerds 2. So, and the first one, I don't remember being all that great either, but yeah, Anchorman 2 rules.
Well, welcome to my world with When Nature Calls. That's like, I think it's way better, but most people don't. So, but did you vote, Richie?
No, I haven't. You haven't seen Revenge of the Nerds 2. But yeah, Anchorman 2 has its moments. Yeah, like you mentioned, I like the anchor fight with everybody. Will Smith pops in there as well.
Yeah,
like for
calling in the airplanes.
Has like Josh Lawson, who you might know as Kano from Mortal Kombat, that shows up as an over top Australian dude. So, but yeah, it's pretty funny. But yeah, so it has its moments. I think it's a sit down from the first one, but yeah, I think it's funny enough to. So yeah, I'll go Anchorman 2.
Yeah, technically our third Jim Carrey movie. We include the cameo from Anchorman 2.
Oh yeah,
so, there you go. All right. All right, so Anchorman 2, go down to Gremlins 2 and Men in Black 2.
Speaking of Gremlins 2, yeah.
Yeah, speaking of, me first, yay. Okay, yeah, I mean, I don't like hate Men in Black 2 as much as it seems to get the hate on the internet. I think it's still basically entertaining. It's still okay. 2 Will Smith movies in a row, by the way, which include the cameo. But yeah, I mean, I love Gremlins 2. I think just one of the most entertaining movies just ever made, period. And come on, one of these movies has Hulk Hogan in it, so let's go Gremlins 2.
Yeah. I think Men in Black 2 sucks. Like I'm almost like would have said like pass this one forward like easy, but I mean yeah, the Gremlins 2 it rules. It is so good. Like yeah, I forgot how good it was until I gave it a rewatch about like a year and a half ago or something like that. And yeah, that movie which just blew me away. Like I'm just like man, like why don't I remember like all these awesome things? They're like playing with Gremlin Legos and they're doing all kinds of crazy, just like breaking the fourth wall and just it's like one of those movies that you can rewatch like over and over again, and you'll catch something new every time, and it's just really good. And almost kind of similar when I watch Looney Tunes Back in Action because it's a Joe Dante movie. Like there's a lot of Easter eggs and like little things in that movie too. But yeah, so I'll go Gremlins 2 pretty easy. Yeah. Brian, what do you say?
Yeah, as much as I love Gremlins 2, I quite enjoyed Men in Black 2 actually. I had a lot of fun with it. Love John Knoxville as the alien with 2 heads. I believe it's Lara Flynn Boyle as the villain, which is a great addition. And let's see some cameos like Patrick Warburton pops up. You got Michael Jackson. You got Nick Cannon shows up. So I'll show stuff through Men in Black 2.
Yeah. Chad, what do you say?
No, I'm definitely on the Gremlins 2 train as well. Men in Black 2 I think is fine, but I don't remember it being very good. Gremlins 2 I do think rules. It's one of those where just watch the Key and Peele sketch where they just like talk about how batshit insane that movie is, and just people in a boardroom pitching wild ideas, and it's like that's in the movie, that's in the movie, that's also in the movie. It basically does have everything, just any like weird, crazy, dumb even idea that you can think of a gremlin doing, it does in the movie. And Gizmo even like turns into Rambo at one point. It's just like, it's so wild. I love all the jokes. I think it's like so funny, so self-referential, how it makes fun of the first movie even. And it's such a surprise because I hadn't been watching this one like a lot or anything, and when I finally got around to let's try the sequel. I don't know if I've seen this one, saw it, and then I was like, holy shit! Not only is this good, but it's like just so surprising and wild and fun. So I love Gremlins 2 as well.
Yeah, sounds good. Richie.
Yeah, I defend Men in Black 2 as well. I think it's entertaining enough. I actually like the dog in it. I think he's fun. I think it's fun.
I think it's one of the worst villains ever put to screen. Oh,
I come from outer space. But yeah, I think the only Men in Black movie I actively dislike is Men in Black International. But yeah, in saying that though, Gremlins 2 is superior. Just for all the reasons you mentioned, it's batshit insane, and yeah, I think it works, and I think it's, again, like I said before, I think a good measure of a sequel to me is if it's superior or on par in the first one, and I think this achieves that. So I'll go Gremlins 2.
Yeah, GPO.
Oh man, every time I'm on tournament fights and Gremlins 2 comes up, I always say I'll get around to it. Well, I got around to it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Really talk about it. Yeah, I did a couple weeks before Christmas last year, and I can finally join on the board as well here. Yeah, it's a fun flick here. I mean, that's just kind of the easy word that comes to mind is fun. Yeah, it's not a lot out there, but there's just a real charm to it. And yeah, I'm on the lesser side of Men in Black too. I think I'll even take International over it. So
yeah, same.
Take my vote.
All right.
All right.
All right, going down to Paddington 2 and Son of the Mask.
Yeah, the band's gonna make it.
So Son of the Mask it is. No,
listen. I don't like Paddington 2, but at least it's a movie.
Yeah. At least it's
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I might see it in a couple weeks, but shit.
Yeah.
Paddington 2 doesn't have an evil baby thing. What the fuck? That is. That is nightmare fuel.
Hey guys, calm down though, or Jamie Kennedy's gonna come confront you like on our show and ask us why we're such haters.
Yeah, he'll make a whole documentary about it.
Yeah, a whole documentary about us, not giving it a chance, on the show. Yeah, right.
Well, yeah. I like the first part of Heckler, where it's like a good examination of hecklers, and then it just
segues
into why didn't you like Son of the Mask?
And the second half, just whinging about his movie, about why his movies are shit.
Yeah.
Son of the Mask is so bad. I had it in the background the other day, like doing something like this, and I still had to like.
You were still like, oh my god, I can't even scroll Facebook like during this movie. It's terrible.
I can't.
Jimmy Kennedy, he was on the Tiger Belly podcast, going back with Bobby Lee. That was pretty good.
Honey, I Blew Up the Kid and Naked Gun 2.5. Jordan.
Yeah, this is a good matchup. Like, I really like both of these. For me, all the Naked Gun movies are on par, and that's just a credit to Leslie Nielsen. He's just looks so good. Like, I just wait for the random things that he says, and he'll just start talking and then I just start cracking up because he's just saying something off the wall, but he does it so deadpan that it's just makes it great. And Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. That's one of my favorite family movies. My favorite of that whole series, the Honey, I Did Whatever series, and. I don't know though. For much as it is one of my favorite family type of movies, I think the Naked Gun movies are awesome. I give them a rewatch. I mean, it's been a while, but I rewatched all of them 4 years ago, something like that. So I mean, that's been a little bit, but still, I'm glad that I revisited them and they're good. So I'll go Naked Gun. Yeah. Brian.
Yeah, I believe Kid gets my vote. A great family movie, great sequel, some great lines, and a great Godzilla type trailer as well. So I love the Kid.
Oh yeah, the Godzilla trailer that was fun. But Chad, what do you got here?
This one's tough because I do really love Leslie Nielsen in comedy roles. I think he rules, especially in Airplane. But yeah, Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. You know, I don't know how actually good it is, but I do also have a lot of nostalgia for it. So I'm gonna give a slight vote to that because I don't know where like the panel's gonna land on these two, but you know, I really like that one.
Yeah, sure, sounds good. Richie, what do you say?
Yeah, I think Honey, I Blew Up the Kid is a good sequel. I haven't gone back to it for quite a while. But yeah, I have watched Naked Gun 2.5 more recently. I actually like all the Naked Gun movies, even the one 33 and a third that didn't get as much love. But I think I just a sucker for like all these like spoof movies back in this era at least. I think they're just my bag, and I think Leslie Nielsen's just the king of these. And so that's where my vote's going to go because I absolutely love the Naked Gun series, and David Zucker's work. So so I'll go Naked Gun 2.5.
Yeah, like I so bad want to see somebody make another spoof movie like in the vein of some of these old classic like.
Well, we're getting a remake of Naked Gun.
Yeah,
Liam Neeson.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we're getting that. That'll be wait and see. I don't know. But,
Really?
That's a thing.
It's been in development for a while. Like I don't know if it's one of those ones that we were hearing about that like 7 or 8 years ago. I don't know if it's actually ever going to happen.
Right.
Yeah. We'll see.
I believe when I see it. Right.
Yeah. Right. JP.
Yeah.
It's kind of close to me, but if I'm just going to kind of where my heart lies, I really kind of remember digging Blew Up the Kid. It's been a minute, but I'm leaning towards that. So plus, I miss him so much.
Yeah. Come back from Rick Moranis. Yeah. But Austin,
tell me about the man you saw, Jane. Caucasian. Yeah, white guy, mustache, 6'3". It's an awfully big mustache.
Yeah.
Leslie Nielsen, like the way he delivers shit in that movie is just so goddamn funny. It always just catches you off guard. It's really, really funny. We may or may not be talking about that movie in our 1999 countdown. We'll see, JPO again. We'll see on a few of these. They're on the border. We'll see. Maybe not. But yeah, I also I've seen Honey, I Blew Up the Kid like so many damn times. Like I just think this movie's like silly and cute and fun, and I don't know. I love Rick Moranis, so I'll also go to Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. But I love the Naked Gun movies. So, yeah. All right, so go down to Meet the Fockers and Hot Tub Time Machine 2. So Brian.
Yeah, I enjoyed the first Hot Tub Time Machine. Wasn't a fan of the second one. I do have a lot of fun with Meet the Fockers. Love the addition to Justin Hoffman and Barbara Streisand as Beth's parents, and also love the kid as well. Asshole, Meet the Fockers.
Yeah, asshole. Yeah, yeah. And he like super glues the bottle of alcohol to the baby's hand or whatever.
Yeah, Scarface.
Yeah. But Chad, what do you got here?
I've never been a fan of the Hot Tub Time Machine movies. I love Meet the Parents, and I think Meet the Fockers is a pretty worthy sequel. It's not as good, and I don't even remember if I saw the third one, and I'm pretty sure that's even worse. But I do have fun with the characters from the Meet the Parents world, so I'm gonna go Meet the Fockers.
Yeah, Richie. What do you got?
I almost feel like you could. I'm just putting the focus through, in my opinion, but because I don't know, Hot Tub Time Machine 2 is just like a big step down for me, from Hot Time Machine 1. Hot Tub Time Machine, the first one, is probably my favorite of that year, but Hot Tub Time Machine 2 is just like this massive disappointment. That just doesn't work for me. The jokes aren't there. But Meet the Fockers is quite entertaining. So I'll go Meet the Fockers.
I will say, Steven, go watch What's Up, Doc. Barbara Streisand's really good in that movie. So
What's up, Jack?
Yeah, she's great. If you want to see another good Barbara Streisand movie.
Yeah.
Anyways, JP.
JP.
Also the Guilt Trip with Seth Rogen. Am I right, everyone?
I saw that with my mom because, of course, I did.
It is a very mom type of
mother movie.
Yeah, it's a perfect mom son movie. It was cute enough. It was fun.
I saw it with Richie's mom. It was great.
Oh, okay. Well, you watched that, and I watched that with my friend. The projector broke, and they had to rewind the movie, so we had to watch. We had to watch the same 40 minutes.
Oh no. Yeah, I'm pretty much going to reiterate what people have said here. You know, Hot Tub Time Machine was a lot of fun, and then the sequel, just more it doesn't work than does. There's a couple funny bits, and then a lot of just failed stuff in this here. Like, it almost feels like a direct-to-video sequel, like, in a way. We'll just, you know, you got John Cusack's Lesser and Adam Scott, and you got, you know, just, it just doesn't feel like it's like from the same people almost. With the Fockers, yeah, again, I think just because at least the parents are funny in this, and that's kind of what you want in Hoffman and Streisand, where there's enough laughs where it's not my favorite in this bracket, but it's funny enough. So yeah, with the Fockers.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, no, I'm also going to show the love for Meet the Fockers. I do go back and watch that movie a lot, like with Meet the Parents. Like, I do love Hoffman and Streisand in the movie. They're very, very funny. Good additions. And shout out to, he was in Ash vs. Evil Dead. The casting of that guy, Ray Santiago, as the guy they think is Ben Stiller's kid in that movie. Oh my God, does he really look like Ben Stiller? Holy shit, does he look like him in that movie? So I totally get it. Like, there's that whole subplot where he keeps thinking he's like his Hispanic son or whatever with the housekeeper. And oh my God, he looks exactly like him. So kudos to the casting there. Anyways, I'll go Meet the Fuckers.
Yeah, so I watched Hot Tub Time Machine 2 for the first time just because it's like one of the only movies I hadn't seen on this list. And it was fine. Like, it's one of those movies I was talking about that like completely like negates the whole movie, because like, what happened to Adam Scott's character? Oh, he went off somewhere and he's doing his own thing, blah blah blah, like over there. I'm like forget his character. I'm like, well, he was like the best character from the first movie. So and I thought Adam Scott was kind of funny. Like I don't know, like Adam Scott has two sides, either playing like the complete a-hole or like a really nice innocent guy. It's kind of weird. I mean, I didn't really laugh because they kept like listing off stuff. You look like this guy, blah blah blah. You look like that guy, whatever. They're like really corny joke, insert cheesy joke here, and they did it multiple times, and it's getting annoying. And yeah, like, I mean, I do kind of appreciate some of the stuff that they're doing to figure out the time travel stuff, and that makes it a little interesting to follow, but it's not that funny to me. So and Meet the Fockers I don't love either, but because I just love the first one so much, that this one kind of is a step down, but it's still good, yeah, and especially Dustin Hoffman, like he's great in it. So yeah, I'll go Meet the Fockers.
All right, Meet the Fockers rolls on, but that was our third Chevy Chase movie as well.
On Hot Tub Time Machine 2's Wikipedia, it's got a section saying accolades, and you go to it, and it's just got some there for Razzie Award. So I'm like, is that accolades?
Is that accolades?
Yeah, right.
Technically, I guess.
Yeah.
Accolades. Oh God, damn.
Yeah, Blues Brothers 2000 and the whole 10 yards.
God.
So, Chad.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
you're like,
I don't love the Blues Brothers as much as a lot of other people do, and I've just never seen the I guess that's the sequel. Well, obviously this is the anyways
tournament.
But the whole 10 yards. I feel like though that cast had a lot of really good chemistry with Bruce Willis and Matthew Perry, rest in peace. So I'll go slightly the whole 10 yards.
Yeah, sounds good. Richie, what do you say here?
Yeah, Blues Plus 2000 was like made a step down from the first one. It's pretty bad to say the very least. and whole 10 yards kind of hurt me a bit because I'm actually a huge fan of the whole 9 yards. I think it's an underrated gem. I think the chemistry between Matthew Perry and Bruce Willis is really great. And it's a great sort of crime comedy, and I like how baffled Matthew Perry acts the whole movie. It's great. But yeah, like whereas like the jokes in whole 9 yards are kind of clever. The whole 10 yards just sort of settles for like stupid stupid fart jokes here and there, and then I don't know. It doesn't work at all. It's just very lazy. They're just uninspired. It's like, hey, this movie made enough money to make a sequel, but we don't really know what to do with it. So yeah, I don't know. It just lost a lot of its charm. So, but I don't know. I guess because I think it is still better than Blues Brothers 2000 though, and I think it had less of a legacy to hold up to with Blues Brothers. So I'll go the whole 10 yards, but it's not going to make it far.
Yeah. JPO, what do you got?
What to do here? Yeah, I guess the one I'd go back to give it another shot is the whole 10 yards. Let's do it for the love of who's in it. So, whole 10 yards. We have my vote.
Yeah. Austin.
I'll vote for Blues Brothers 2000 only because I think the soundtrack is still decent, but the movie sucks. And then I'll use the rest of my time to go over Howard Deutsch's filmography, the guy who directed the whole 10 yards. It's very strange.
Okay.
So we start with Pretty in Pink. Okay. We go to Some Kind of Wonderful, another John Hughes movie. Never seen it, don't know. Go to The Great Outdoors, which I know you love, Jordan.
Good.
So yeah, good. Getting Even with Dad, one of the last Macaulay Culkin movies.
That movie's
not great. Movie we already saw tonight, Grumpier Old Men. Not Grumpy Old Men. He directed the sequel. He seems to do that a lot because he also directed The Odd Couple 2, but not The Odd Couple. Then he directs
Couple 2.
Yeah. Oh no, it's not good. It's not good. He directs The Replacements with Keanu Reeves. Okay.
That's all right.
The whole 10 yards, and his last movie as of 2008, My Best Friend's Girl with Dane Cook. I don't remember this movie at all. Have you seen
that was his last movie too. One of his last movies with Dane Cook.
Yeah.
With him and Jason Biggs, yeah.
Yeah, does anybody remember that movie? I don't remember that movie at all.
I do.
Jason Biggs gets his eyebrows shaved off. Kate Hudson, yeah.
Dude, you could put a gun to my head and I could not have told you what that movie is called or that it even existed.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, Jordan, go ahead.
Yeah, this is a pass round for me because I have never seen the whole 9 or the whole 10 yards, either one. And I'm just not a Blues Brothers guy. I mean, the only thing I really like is that show they do at Universal Studios. That's fun. But besides that, I'm just not a Blues Brothers guy. I'm not even that big of a Dan Aykroyd guy outside of like Ghostbusters. Oh, really? So, I'll probably, I don't know. If I were to watch one, I'd probably go the whole 10 yards first. So I'll vote for that. Brian.
Yeah, Blues Brothers 2000 doesn't get released till 1998, not 2000s. First off, and it's 2 hours and 3 minutes runtime as well. That's why I'm going for whole 10 yards.
Yeah. Oh, the weird decision in 1998.
Yeah. No, it was odd. All right, going down to Rush Hour 2 and Secret of the Ooze. And JPO, I found a poster with Kevin Nash's Super Shredder on it, prominently. So there you go.
Nice.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Richie.
Yeah, I was also going to show you something that they released the Blues Brothers 2000 game on Nintendo 64.
Really?
I don't remember that game at all.
I'll send you the picture. It looks.
I'll look it up and put it as an overlay on here. I'll find it.
So this was actually pretty tough. We did a draft the other day, not long ago, about on JP's channel on Brian's idea. Best movies that under 40% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I did draft Secret of the Ooze, because I think it's good. But yeah,
Jacob and I will be doing our next podcast about movies we love that are under 30%. We're going even lower.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. That being said, though, I think Rush Hour 2 is the best of the three. Again, it's sort of going based on what my kind of criteria for a good sequel. I think it's better than the first one. I think the chemistry, they've found their chemistry here, and like I think the jokes work. I think everything about this works.
Oh my god,
that looks horrendous.
That looks holy shit.
Doesn't look like it's made for any console.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. So yeah, I love Secret of the Ooze, but I mean, I think it's like I do like the first one better, but I like the Rush Hour 2 is my favorite one, so I'll go Rush Hour 2.
I'll have to find like a playthrough on YouTube if anybody's done one.
I know,
Just see
right?
what it looks like in action. But those
weird.
graphics, they look shit. All right.
Yeah. Even for N64, they look like the worst that I've ever seen. Yeah. But GPO.
Yeah, as much as I love that poster, I do have some fun with the OGs. I think Rush Hour 2 is a really tight sequel here. I think the action's on point, the comedy's on point. I think, again, maybe Laughs Per Minute, this might be your better choice as well. And, I have a lot of fun with Rush Hour 2. So I'm going to say that.
Yeah. Austin.
Well, the long play only took one guy an hour and 45 minutes, so you don't get your money's worth out of that game. If you can finish in 2 hours, then that's a shitty way to spend your $50. I do like Secret of the Ooze. Again, will it show up on our 1991 countdown, JPO? Tune in and find out. So a lot of 1991 here, I really like Rush Hour 2. Yeah, I think the jokes are there. Them jumping around, Hong Kong and Las Vegas and everything. It's a lot of fun. There's some good moments there and still some good action. I'll give it the edge over Secret of the Ooze.
Yeah. Well, I once
met both movies, by the way, have Ernie Reyes Jr. He's got a bit role in Rush Hour 2. A very brief.
Yeah, he's in both. Yeah. I've met Ernie Reyes Jr. at a convention in Las Vegas, and I also met Greg Grunberg, the guy from like Heroes, and he's J.J. Abrams' like boy guy. They put in all his movies, but he's like, he's like, so why weren't you in Turtles 3? Because they had a booth next to each other. He's like, 'cause I left to go to this movie, and he was signing my copy of Surf Ninjas. And he's like, oh gee, and then Greg Gromer just goes wah wah. Oh, jeez. But I have a lot of fun a lot of fun with Secret of the Ooze. I think that there's some really fun stuff, especially for a kid. Like they made that very like appealing to kids and maybe young teenagers, that kind of thing. But I think Rush Hour 2 is like by far the better movie. Like Kata YLA and then they go to like LA, they go back to China, that like just Chris Tucker just trying to walk around and like navigate China. She like sees the lady about to chop off the chicken's head, and like it's like cheap suits, how cheap as hell. And it's like Jeremy Piven, it's like characters in there. There's some really good stuff, and they have great chemistry. Some of the best outtakes from a movie, I think. So yeah, I'll go Rush Hour 2. Brian.
Go Ninja, go. Rush Hour 2 gets my vote.
Yeah, sure. Chad.
I'm not a big Turtles guy. I understand the love. I just never really got into it that myself. But Rush Hour 2, I adore. It's, I think, one of the best like action comedies. Just right up there with the first one. I like them both pretty much the same. I don't think I saw the first one in the theater, but I definitely saw the second one in the theater. Really, really love those. Rush Hour 3 is terrible. It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. But the first two movies are incredible.
Hey, don't get ahead of our threequel episode, Chad. You should stop
all right,
all that
sorry.
third talk. All right, we'll get there.
Rush Hour 3 has Yao Ming in it, and Yao Ming, anyway.
It's so fun. I'll go Rush Hour 2.
Okay.
Yeah, Rush Hour 2 was the very last VHS I ever bought. The very last.
I think it was one of the last VHSs produced or something.
Yeah,
Like
it
that,
might have been, yeah.
Adam's Family Values and Shanghai Nights. More Jackie Chan, yes.
The Thing is Godzilla or something? Is that
it's the thing looming over the camp there. Yeah, something like
the
that.
camp, yeah.
Yeah. JPO.
Yeah, Shanghai Noon was really great when it came out here. I love the chemistry between these two, so it made sense to do a sequel a couple years later. A little bit of a diminished return here as well. They're getting some fun Jackie Chan moments here as well. I think the chemistry's still here, but it's just not as funny or as thrilling as the first one here. Then you got another, I would say another sequel, but that's the whole show, JPO. This one in Adam's Family Values. And you know what? We shot all over Come Humor 2 earlier. We got to show David Crum home some love. I know Shabba-Doo agrees with me here. And no, actually, I actually do prefer this one where it goes. Someone's values.
Yeah. Austin.
I may have to go back and watch Shanghai Nights. I did not know Aaron Taylor Johnson was in it, and I didn't know Donnie Yen was in it. So I may have to go back and watch this shit.
I remember Donnie Yen being in it. Aaron Taylor Johnson must have been young.
His debut.
Yeah, interesting. So there you go. All right, so interesting. But anyways,
that question before though.
But even despite that, I've gone back to Adam's Family Values a lot more. I prefer that over the original. This is a case where, I prefer the sequel over the first one. I think a little more, the comedy works a little bit better. Love the camp stuff. Joan Cusack is amazing in this movie. She's a lot of fun. So, I'll go Adam's Family Values.
Yeah. This was actually a little closer for me. I actually really like Shanghai Nights. I mean, I probably like the first one a little better. But it's fun to see him, like run around like an old-timey London. They're on Big Ben. They're doing all kinds of cool like moves. Jackie Chan's doing his thing like from way up high above, and I think that Owen Wilson and Jackie Chan, that they have really good chemistry. They've been talking about maybe a third one called Shanghai Dawn or something like that. So I don't know if it'll ever happen, but probably Adam's Family Values is the better movie because it'll be the reverse for me. I like the Adam's Family Values better than the first one versus Shanghai Nights. It's the opposite, but like the whole camp stuff's great, and just everything that you guys said, the Joan Cusack, they're it's a fun time, and then like they got a baby, so I'll go Adam's Family Values. Yeah. Brian?
Yeah, if you know me, I'm a big Adam's Family Values person. I love the sequel, love the whole camp aspect. Pyramid Nickel and Christopher Rassi are great as the counselors. Torture Wednesday Pugsy, and Joel Glicker, played by David Krumholtz. Show them all movies like Annie, Sally Music, Little Mermaid, but it's Disney Adam's Family Values.
Mm-hmm. And Christina Ricci, boy, did she grow up. Ooh. She's good looking. But Chad?
This is very, very close for me because I actually love both of these movies quite a bit. I think when push came to shove, I actually was going to go Shanghai Nights, just because I love the chemistry between Owen Wilson and Jackie Chan. I think it just rules. I love just Owen Wilson's just little jokes always get me. Where he's like, this country blows, and Austin actually I think just blew my mind because now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, wait a second, Aaron Taylor Johnson's that little thief kid.
That's what
holy shit.
Steven was saying. He's a kid named Charlie Chaplin.
Who's a kid?
What he said.
Weird.
Yes.
In that movie.
And all the references to literature, how they came up with the idea for Sherlock Holmes and all that stuff, I think is just really, really funny. But Adam's Family Values does rule. I love the little Mercedes McNabb role. She's in Buffy. So of course I'm gonna love a lot from that movie, and I love the vibe of Adam putting Adam's Family characters in like a happy little camp and stuff, and it's just like they're just talking about how the Native Americans were massacred and stuff like that, and just getting really creepy with it. They're two really good movies in my opinion. But I would have gone slightly Shanghai Nights because I do really love a lot of the bits in there, especially there's like a Jackie Chan fight sequence with an umbrella, and it's like singing in the rain kind of a deal. And I really love that. So but They're both great.
Mm-hmm.
And Steven Shepard saying he likes Shanghai movies more than the restaurant movies.
I disagree with that.
Actually understand that. I don't agree, but I can understand.
I like both about the same, actually. But yeah.
But Richie, did you vote?
No, I haven't. Yeah, I'm saying Nice is all right. There's not many like Jackie Chan movies I actively dislike, other than maybe like
the Tuxedo.
Tuxedo. There was one called Mr. Nice Guy that came out.
I like the Tuxedo.
Oh, come on, Chad. Jesus Christ. He
sucks.
I kind of like it.
I was a child.
Was it like the Spy Next Door? Not great. But yeah, again, I think it's a step down from the first one, so I think it's great. I think the Shanghai Dawn thing's been talked about as much as I think it's like a What We Do in the Moonlight situation. I feel like we're not going to get it, but anyway. Adam's Family Values is better than the first one for me as well. So per my criteria, I'll go Adam's Family Values.
We'll get it at the same time we get Last Friday, which has also been talked about for like 10 years. So yeah.
I put more on What We Do in the Moonlight, honestly, than another Shanghai.
All right, guys. So we are there. So let me hit this. Let's get the speed round going. What do you say?
Now, is there anyone out there who wants to go fast? Anybody?
I want to go fast.
Hey, get him a suit. Hurry up, make it happen. Let's go. Hustle up, hustle up.
All right, let's hustle up ourselves. You guys know the drill. Speed round time, 10 seconds or less. Let's do it. And let's see which of these movies make the Elite Eight and which one wins it here. We're going to start with Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey and American Pie 2. I'm up first. I'll take Bogus Journey. Another 1991 pick, JPO? Maybe. We'll see. Anyways, Jordan.
Yeah. I'll go with Bogus Journey. I think it's like right on par with the first one. There's some elements I like better. So, yeah. Brian.
Bogus Journey.
Okay.
Yeah. Chad.
Bogus Journey rules. Yeah, I agree. I love the Grim Reaper stuff. So yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Grim Reaper has the best when they're playing board games. You sunk my battleship.
Twister.
Yeah. Richie.
Yeah, but Bogus Journey is my favorite of the three. So Bogus Journey.
All right. JPO.
JPO.
It's a close one here. I enjoy both. I'm swinging towards American Pie 2.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, but it'll be Bogus Journey for now into the Sweet 16. Yeah. Go down to Deadpool 2 and Scary Movie 2. Jordan.
Oh, this one's easy. Deadpool 2. I'm a massive Deadpool fan, so got to be Deadpool 2. I thought it was better than the first. I know I'm in the minority there. But, Brian?
Scary Movie 2.
Yeah. Chad?
They're actually both kind of funny. I will go Deadpool 2, though.
Yeah. Richie?
How about Scary Movie 2?
Yeah.
Somebody answer their phone?
No, ignore that. Yeah. I left my Uber Eats
it's Ryan Reynolds from Mint Mobile calling everyone.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's right.
The Uber Eats things will not stop until you get in there and make it stop. So sorry.
JPO?
Deadpool 2 for sure.
The one I think is funnier than the original, Scary Movie 2. So, all right, we have a tie. Just start over here. JPO, you're up on your tiebreaker.
Deadpool.
Okay, Deadpool. Going through, and we'll go down to Home Alone 2 and Wayne's World 2. Brian.
This is fucking hard.
This is tough. I'll go with Home Alone 2.
Home Alone 2, okay. Chad?
This is ridiculously hard. I love Wayne's World 2. Did you tell him about my pubes? You didn't tell him about my pubes, did you?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's good. Well, I watched Home Alone 2 way more, but I would not be mad if Wayne's World 2 went on. I'll go Home Alone 2.
Okay. Richie?
Wayne's World 2.
Wayne's World 2. JPO?
What did Wayne's World beat?
Zoolander 2, easily.
Oh, okay. I think I saw my hatred for Zoolander 2. I forgot who it was.
Yeah, right.
No, Wayne's World 2 I'm going to go with.
Okay. I'm going to go Wayne's World 2. Jordan?
Yeah. I was trying to look at my list to see where I have them ranked. I think they're pretty dang close. Yeah, I got Home Alone at 24. Yeah, Wayne's World 2 is quite a bit lower. Well, it's at 35, 24 and 35 on my 128. So Home Alone 2, yeah.
All right, well, it's a tie, and I'm going to put together Wayne's World 2.
Oh,
So
okay.
there we go. Go Austin Powers, Spy Who Shagged Me, and Horrible Bosses 2. Chad?
Austin Powers. I think all those movies are really funny. I'll go Austin Powers for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Richie?
Yeah, pretty easily here. Austin Powers by Shade Me. I think it's the best one.
Yeah.
Yeah. GPO.
I agree with everything she said, including that I actually think it's my favorite of the trilogy. So, Austin Powers.
Yeah. Austin.
First one's still my favorite, but I do love the second one, so I'll say Austin Powers.
Yeah. I think it's the best one of the trilogy. It's my favorite, so I'll go Austin Powers.
All right,
Brian.
Yeah, let's make Mike Myers matchup next round. Austin Powers 2.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we might. Mike Myers. All right.
It's another one they've been talking about forever. Another Austin Powers.
Yeah, right. Jumanji Next Level and Problem Child 2. Richie.
Just because I haven't seen Problem Child 2, I'll go Jumanji Next Level.
All right.
Yeah. GPO, what do you got?
Oh, Jumanji.
Okay. Yeah. Austin.
I'll go Problem Child 2. Richie, that movie is fucking bonkers. You have to watch it. It's insane. Jordan.
Yeah, it's Problem Child 2 is bonkers enough that it's kind of almost not that much for kids. I don't know. But yeah, I'll go Problem Child 2. Yeah, because I'm not over the moon about the next level. So Brian.
Ready to not feature Aquafina, Problem Child 2.
Yeah. Chad.
I was actually thinking about going Jumanji, but I think it's awesome that a Problem Child movie is moving on. So I'll go Problem Child as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Interesting.
There we go.
I would not have thought that. All right. Interesting.
Yeah.
I thought that would die a death in the first round.
Yeah, right.
But, okay. Clerks 2 and next Friday. JPO.
Well, it's going to die a death in the next round.
Yeah, no, it will. But that's fine. JPO.
Oh, boy. Clerks 2 for sure.
Yep. Austin.
Clerks 2 is like my second favorite Kevin Smith movie. So Clerks 2. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's my second favorite Kevin Smith movie also. Well, I don't know. Second or third to forget about Jane
Bob Strike Back's my number 1.
Yeah,
and
the
Clerks
Strike Back.
my number 2. Yeah.
I also love Mallrats, but so I'll go Clerks 2. Brian?
We're going to go with Return of the Jedi, Clerks 2.
Mm-hmm.
Which we are getting a Mallrats 2. I believe that one's actually happening. So, Chad?
I'm not a huge Kevin Smith guy, but I do think Clerks 2 is pretty fun. I'll go with that one as well.
Yeah.
Richie.
I've seen Clerks 2 over 30 times, so Clerks 2.
Right.
Yeah, nice.
They could be a favorite here as well, so we'll see. Look Who's Talking 2
Oh,
and
no.
European Vacation. I'll go Look Who's Talking 2, but yeah, whatever. Jordan.
Yeah, I'll go Look Who's Talking 2 because there's nothing redeemable about European Vacation. No. Brian?
Look Who's Talking 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chad?
Yeah, same.
All right.
Richie?
European Vacation because that toilet scared me.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Good nightmares.
Yeah.
Look Who's Talking. Yeah, the toilet. Sure. Look Who's Talking to.
Yeah,
the toilet movie.
Yeah.
It is Mel Brooks doing the voice, so that's fun.
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
Anyways, yeah. Crocodile Dundee 2 and Hangover 2. Jordan.
Well, honestly, I have more fun with Crocodile Dundee 2. I'm not a Hangover guy, so I'll go Dundee 2.
All right.
Brian.
Yeah, what is that Paul Giamatti? Hangover 2.
Yeah. Chad.
I'm so sorry. I was not paying attention. Crocodile Dundee.
Okay.
Yeah. Richie.
Michael Scott's favorite award show, The Dundies. Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah. Dundee. Yeah. Yeah. JPO.
Now I gotta go Hangover here.
Yep. Austin.
I'll go Crocodile Dundee too. Why not?
Yeah.
We'll do it for those Australians, those damn Australians.
Yeah.
All right. Stephen was wondering. Yeah, American Pie 2. Oh, Malcolm was wondering. American Pie 2 beat Bad Santa 2, and Bogus Journey beat Paul Blart 2. So you could probably understand both of those. All right. Yeah. They were not terribly difficult. Anyways, Father of the Bride 2 and Borat 2 on the other side to kick it off. Brian.
Borat 2.
Borat 2. All right.
Chat.
I like Steve Martin more. I'll go Father of the Bride.
Yeah. Richie.
I'll go Borat 2. Maria Bakalova is going to be Ivana Trump in a movie, by the way, coming up soon about Donald Trump. So, yeah.
Interesting. Weird movie. JPO.
No, I gotta go with well, that's kind of close, but I would say Borat.
She'd be a good fit though for Ivanka, yeah. But
yeah, I'll go Borat 2 as well.
And I'll also go Borat 2.
Okay, Borat 2. Moving down to 22 Jump Street and Ace Ventura When Nature Calls.
Oh no,
Chad.
Fudge.
I adore Ace Ventura. I'm going Ace Ventura.
Yeah. Richie.
Not as difficult as you make it seem. 22 Jump Street.
Yeah. JPO.
I like When Nature, but I love 22, so 22.
All right. Jordan.
Austin.
22 Jump Street for me. Jordan.
Yeah, they're both good. They're both in my 128, but they're like kind of like in the bottom half. But
go with your heart.
Yeah, I'll go Ace Ventura. Yeah, kind of where my heart is. Yeah. Brian.
When Nature Calls.
Okay, we have a tie to me. Sorry, Jordan.
God damn it!
Not happening. It's the better movie.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
It's all good.
No.
It absolutely is. Beverly Hills Cop 2. Oh, Eddie Murphy and Eddie Murphy. Beverly Hills Cop 2 and Nutty Professor 2. Richie?
Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Okay.
JPO.
Battle of the Eddies.
Yep.
It's actually kind of close. Fuck it. I'm gonna give you the clumps.
Sure. Yeah. Awesome.
I've seen one of these way more than the other one. Nutty Professor 2.
I think Nutty Professor 2 is god awful. Like, it is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. So I got to go with Beverly Hills Cop for sure.
We're voting on Beverly Hills Cop 2, Jordan.
Cop 2, yeah. Sure.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Brian.
Yeah.
Nutty Professor 2.
Chad.
Clumps.
Man.
Wow.
What is going on?
Wow. All right. I guess more love than I thought it would.
You guys just trolling us? Is that what you're doing?
Oh, I've seen that one more. I've only seen Beverly Hills Cop 2 once, and I thought it was fine. I'm not a big fan of that series. Yeah.
Yes.
There's clumps is kind of funny, and yeah, Beverly Hills Cop 2 I've actually seen more recently and love it.
It's fine. Yeah.
Okay. It's fine.
Ghostbusters 2 and D2. JPO.
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters 2.
I got to go D2. Brian?
Ghostbusters 2.
Nope. Chad?
D2.
Okay. And Richie.
D2.
Okay, so we got a tie to Jordan this time.
Oh, man. That's really close for me, but man. I think I'm going to flip-flop because it's so close. I'm going to go Ghostbusters 2. Just because I like when they bring...
You're voting against D2? Wow, I'm shocked.
I love when they bring it in Stedman. I think he's a great character. So.
Stedman?
Or, what's his name?
What?
Ernie Hudson's character. Isn't it like Stedman or something, man?
He's in the first one also. What?
Well, I know that, but he's like more prominent in this one.
You mean Winston?
No, like what's his last name?
Winston Zeddemore.
Oh yeah, Zedmore. I don't know what that said. Zedmore. Yeah, sorry.
Stedman.
Sorry.
What the fuck are you talking about? And he's also in the first one. What do you bring him in? He's already there.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's not. like in it till like the last fourth of the movie. So.
All right, interesting
way
logic,
more,
but all right.
No, he's way more prominent. He should be there the whole time.
Okay. Anchorman 2 and Gremlins 2.
Kind of weird logic.
No, I just thought that was just odd. Okay.
Yeah.
The way you broke that down was weird.
Sure, yeah.
Gremlins 2. Jordan?
Yeah, Gremlins 2.
Okay.
Brian?
We haven't seen X-Men 2 shown that much, so X-Men 2.
Okay. Chad.
Like I said when I was talking about Anchorman 2, I love both of these movies for pretty much the same reason because they both go so wild with it. I know Gremlins 2 is going to win, so I'll do like Brian. I'll go Anchorman 2.
Yeah. Richie.
Gremlins 2.
GPO.
I'm on the fence with this one here because I like Anchorman too.
That's not bad.
I'm gonna say Anchorman 2.
Wow. Okay, it's not going the way I thought it would. Brian, get the tiebreaker.
What the fuck is what is going on?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, see Gremlins 2, the change celebration, Anchorman 2.
Wow. I think
You're in
Gremlins
an
2
alternate.
is an insanely better movie than
That's
Anchorman.
insane.
Holy shit.
Anchorman 2 and the
what is going on?
First.
Wow. Okay. Paddington 2 and Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. Jordan.
Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. Yeah. Brian.
No nap. I am the kid.
Yeah. No nap. Yeah. Chad.
I might be in the minority on the panel, but I think Paddington 2 is one of the greatest movies ever made. So Paddington 2.
Yeah. Richie.
You may think I'm going for the cute bear, but I think more of a comedy is Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. So I'm going to Honey, Blew Up the Kid.
Check out some of the physical humor in Paddington 2.
Howdy, partner. The cute kid. JPO.
Well, Chad, if you're in the minority, let me join it because Paddington 2 is a gosh darn delightful romp, and I love it with all my heart. Paddington 2.
Yeah. Austin.
Screw that bear. Screw that bear. I take Big Bunny any day. Honey, I Blew Up the Kid.
Yeah, Big Bunny.
Big Bunny. Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. It's 4-2. Interesting. Okay. Meet the Fuckers. Whole 10 yards. Brian.
Meet the Fuckers.
Fuckers. Chad.
Meet the Fockers.
Okay. Richie.
Meet the Fuckers.
JPO.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah. Meet the Fuckers. Yeah, pretty easily.
Yeah. Fuckers all day.
All right. Fuckers going down to Rush Hour 2 and Addams Family Values. Tough one to end here. Chad.
This is a very tough one. I'll go Rush Hour 2 just slightly.
Okay. Richie.
Rush Hour 2.
Okay. JPO.
I'm sorry, David. Rush Hour 2.
Yeah, the one I've seen more is Rush Hour 2.
Yeah, I do it just for the karaoke scene when he's like, "Get closer now, oh, get closer." He's singing like the Michael Jackson karaoke. I'll go Rush Hour 2.
Brian.
Yeah,
Brian.
as 5 values, catch a break. As 5 values.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Not quite. All right. That's for that Anchorman shit right there. Get out of here, Addams Family Values.
Yeah, right.
Fucking high to put that through over Gremlins 2. Sorry, Jacob Barber. He was rooting for Gremlins 2.
Man, we're gonna get a freaking Anchorman versus the Clumps, aren't we?
Oh wow, yeah, one of those. Yeah, some of these are gonna make the Elite Eight, and I got and I'm gonna have some splaining to do.
Yeah, we got some splaining to do. Going, no,
I'm literally gonna have to take notes on like what got knocked out here and shit like that because I'm gonna have some splaining to do.
Yeah.
All right, Rich, you go first for Bogus Journey and Deadpool 2.
Bogus Journey.
All right, JPO.
Deadpool 2.
I'll go Bogus Journey.
I'll go Deadpool 2. Brian.
Game Rock and Roll 2. Bogus Journey.
Okay.
Yeah.
And chat.
Bogus Journey.
Okay, Bogus Journey.
Ooh,
And
all right.
all right, so let me write that down. Bogus Journey. Okay. All right, going down to Wayne's World 2 and Austin Powers 2, our Mike Myers matchup here. All right, JPO.
Ooh, What is it in?
Austin Powers 2, Wayne's World 2, Mike Myers.
Oh my god. No. Oh my loves.
Oh my what?
Fuck. I love these two movies. Wayne's World 2.
Okay, I'll go Austin Powers 2. Jordan.
Yeah, you went to the wrong church. You went to the first Presbyterian church. You got married to the second. I'll go with Wayne's World 2. Brian?
Yeah, go call it a Death Star. Spy Shaggy.
Okay.
Yeah. Chad?
Yeah, I'll also go Wayne's World 2. Like, just that, like, whole Charlton Heston bit. Amazing.
Yeah.
Richie.
And I'll go Spy Who Shagged Me.
Okay, we have a tie to Chad.
It is a lot closer than I made it seem because they're both great. I'll still go with Wayne's World 2 though.
Yeah.
Interesting. We're gonna have
Especially
a
the,
full
like,
out
dub-
Austin Powers 2. Wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, the dubbed scene where he has to fight Cassandra's dad, too. That's great.
All right. Problem Child 2 and Clerks 2. I'm up first, and even my love of Problem Child 2 is not going to overwhelm Clerks 2, and this one's still like Clerks 2.
No, I only have like a somewhat of a like for Problem Child 2, but I love Clerks 2, so I'll go Clerks 2.
Yeah.
Brian?
Clerks 2.
Yep.
Okay.
Chad?
I actually would not have been mad if Problem would have won over Clerks 2 because I don't love Clerks 2, but I'll still vote for Clerks 2.
All right.
Yeah. Richie?
Clerks 2.
All right. JPO?
What's the word they say they're gonna bring back, Jordan? What are they bringing back in Clerks 2?
Porch monkey?
Oh,
you said it.
that's it.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm taking it back.
Yeah.
I feel like we can take that one back.
Actually, I wouldn't mind saying it. I'd say Porch monkey. I don't care.
Look Who's Talking To and Crocodile Dundee 2. One of these two is going to make the Elite Eight. Jordan.
And I hope it's Crocodile Dundee too. Brian?
Look Who's Talking To.
Chad?
Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah. Richie?
Yeah, I'll go Crocodile Dundee too, mate.
Yeah.
Are you doing an accent of your accent?
I'm doing an accent of an Aussie
That's
opera
fucking
accent.
weird.
Yeah. Chipio?
Look Who's Talking.
Yep. Austin.
Crocodile Dundee, sure.
Yeah.
JPO's wondering, or excuse me, Steven Shepard's wondering how Problem Child 2 got this far. I don't know. There's a lot of weird things happening tonight, brother.
Yeah.
I can't tell you, but it didn't make the Elite Eight, so whatever.
A good quarter of these movies were bad, so.
Yeah, there's a good chunk of bad movies in here. So on the other side, we got Borat 2 and 22 Jump Street kicking it off. Brian?
Jump Street.
Okay.
Yep. Chad?
Yeah, I'll also go Jump Street.
Yep. Richie?
Like Taylor Swift. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22.
Yep. GPO?
Yeah, 22 Jump Street.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty easily 22 Jump Street as well.
Yeah. Yeah, 22 Jump Street. Yeah, it's easy.
All right, so 22 Jump Street. Moving down to Nutty Professor 2 and Ghostbusters 2. Chad.
Clumps.
Clumps. All right, Richie.
You're fucking insane. Ghostbusters 2.
JPO.
I have Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Ghostbusters 2. I feel good about voting for it. Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah, Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah.
I picked it over Mighty Ducks.
Yeah,
too.
I'm fine with that being in the Elite Eight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think it gets a bad rap in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brian.
I'm fine with Pyramid Nickel making the poll. Ghostbusters 2.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scared me for a minute.
Anchorman 2 and Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. One of these movies is going to make the Elite Eight. Richie.
Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. Why is Anchorman 2 on it?
Yeah. JPO.
Because it's funny. It's way funnier than Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. Anchorman 2.
Austin?
And the one I've seen way more, Honey, I Blew Up the Kid.
Yeah, I think Anchorman 2 is decent. I don't hate it, but I'll go Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. Brian?
Super Rapid Dynamo, Honey, I Blew Up the Kid.
Yeah.
All right.
Chad?
Anchorman 2.
Yeah.
All right. Honey, I Blew Up the Kid makes the elite. Interesting. All right. Meet the Fockers and Rush Hour 2, JPO.
Rush Hour 2.
Rush Hour 2. Yeah, I'll go Rush Hour 2.
Yeah, I got to go Rush Hour 2.
Okay.
Brian?
Meet the Fockers.
Okay.
Yep. Chad?
Rush Hour 2.
All right. And Richie?
Rush Hour 2.
Okay. I'm happy about a good chunk of these movies. It's kind of crazy we don't have Austin Powers, too, in there. That's kind of nuts. That's kind of nuts. I thought that would at least make the Elite Eight, but...
and Gremlins, too.
Gremlins 2, I could have sworn would have been in here, but that's fucking insane. Yeah. It should have been Gremlins 2 up against Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going down to the final four here. We have our Elite Eight for the poll, and I got some explaining to do, so I had to make some notes after this episode's over. This is a
good matchup.
All right, Bogus Journey and Wayne's World 2 to kick it off. Me,
pair of rockers do you like?
Yeah, I'll take Bogus Journey, actually. Jordan?
I'll take Wayne's World pretty easily, but Bogus Journey might make my after the 128. But yeah, I'll go Wayne's World.
All right.
Yeah,
Brian?
Bogus Journey will make me after 128 as well, so I'll go with Bogus Journey.
Okay.
Chad?
This is fucking hard. I'll go Bogus Journey.
Okay. Richie?
Just slightly going to go Wayne's World 2.
All right. JPO?
More than slightly, Wayne's World 2.
Okay. We have another tie, and we scooted up to Richie.
Come on.
Wayne's World 2.
Okay.
Yes. Let's go.
All right. Interesting. All right. Going down to Clerks 2 and Crocodile Dundee 2. Jordan?
Oh, Clerks 2. Easy. Yeah.
All right.
Brian?
Clerks 2.
Chad?
Again in the minority, Crocodile Dundee.
Sure.
Come on.
Richie?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, mate. I'm going to go Clerks 2.
Yeah. Yeah. JPO.
I think Chad had a bad interaction with Kinky Kelly one time, so I'm gonna go Clerks 2.
Yeah. Austin.
You want a sequel? I'll show you a sequel. Clerks 2.
That's not a knife. That's not a better movie.
Ghostbusters 2 and 22 Jump Street on the other side. Brian.
This is
Fudge.
I'll go with Jump Street.
Okay.
Chad.
Hey, what is this matchup?
Ghostbusters 2 and 22 Jump Street.
Jump Street.
Jump Street. All right, Richie.
Yeah, I'll go 22 Jump Street.
Yeah.
JPO.
22 Jump Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take 22 Jump Street, but I'm happy Ghostbusters 2 made the Elite Eight because I like it.
Yeah. This is really close, and like how I kind of decide is that they're making another Ghostbusters, and I'm pretty excited. But if they made a 23 at Jump Street, I'd be over the moon, like way more excited. So 22.
All right. I just want my Rick Moranis cameo in the next one. Just please make it happen. That's all I want.
Please.
That's all I like. Speaking of him, Honey, I Blew Up the Kid and Rush Hour 2. Chad?
Rush Hour 2.
Rush Hour 2. All right. Richie?
Rush Hour 2.
Okay. JPO?
Rush Hour 2.
Yeah, I'll go Rush Hour 2 this time.
Yeah, when Godzilla be coming, y'all be tripping. Y'all be like, Gaiaka. Let's go Rush Hour 2.
But he's talking about the wrong people. He's talking about Chinese people. Godzilla attacks Japan. What a fucking racist.
I know. Yeah. That is totally wrong. Yeah.
That's totally incorrect. Anyways. Right?
I'm going to go for the fan film, Honey, I Blew Up the Kid.
Okay. We already had our family tournament, though, Brian. This is comedy tournament. Rush Hour 2 wins.
Well, it's kind of a family tournament. I mean, there's Hunger Games in there.
I think to be fair, he was just talking about Asians in
Hunger Games movies and Maze Runner movies. All great family. Like
why was Hunger Games in the family one?
Because I somewhat allowed it because it's YA.
You gotta find a spot for those. So
those Hunger Games movies, fun for the whole family.
Yeah. Weird.
Yeah, we talked about that. But anyways, Richie, you're up first for Wayne's World 2 and Clerks 2.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Clerks 2.
Okay. All right, JPO.
I'm gonna act like I'm asleep, so I don't have to do this. Fuck it, I'm just gonna tie it up. Wayne's World 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Austin.
I just want to say, I think it's a pretty damn solid Final Four for a comedy sequel. They're all really good comedy sequels. All good comedy sequels here. So, but I'll go Clerks 2.
Yeah, I'll throw it to Wayne's World 2.
Okay.
Brian.
This is actually tough because they're both good duos. Wayne's World 2.
Yeah. Chad.
Wayne's World 2.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Swing
Interesting.
right into the
now, I knew it was love, but I'd consider that kind of a dark horse for this tournament, honestly, if I had to predict it. So, interesting.
I agree.
Yeah, I think kind of a dark horse, but hey, there you go. JPO, you're up first for
Not me.
22 Jump Street and Rush Hour 2.
22 Jump Street.
This might be one of the tougher ones of the whole tournament, honestly. The one I've seen slightly more is Rush Hour 2, so I'll go with that. But I'm okay with either one.
Yeah, that's probably how I have to go. The one that I've seen more. Like one of these days, I'll have to dig out about 2000. I made like a clip show of all the funniest moments from movies. It was about 2001 actually that I did it, and Rush Hour 2 was part of it. So yeah, but Brian.
Yeah, let's go for Dark Horse Finals. Rush Hour 2.
Yeah. Chad.
Rush Hour 2.
Richie.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I'll go Rush Hour 2. I was going to say tie it up.
Okay. No, it's not even that close.
Yeah,
it's actually 5-1 for Rush Hour 2. Now here's the thing: if I had to make a prediction before I started, I would have predicted Austin Powers 2 versus 22 Jump Street. That would have been
that's what
that would have been my prediction. I'm just saying, if I had to try to guess, that would have been my guess. One's on each side. But yeah, interesting. So two kind of dark horses in the finals here. I mean, I don't hate it. I'm just saying it's interesting.
Yeah.
So we got Wayne's World 2 versus
I think
Rush
it's
Hour
perfectly
2.
the way I thought it would be.
So yeah, I got to go first. I'm going to go with Rush Hour 2. Jordan?
Actually, the way I wanted it to be, maybe not thought. Yeah, but I'll go Wayne's World 2. Brian?
Which one has seen more? Wayne's World 2.
Yeah. Chad?
I adore both of these movies. Rush Hour 2.
Okay.
Richie.
Pass. Rush Hour 2.
All right, JPO.
Wayne's World 2.
We have a tie for the finals. Our tiebreaker for the comedy sequels goes to the funny man himself, JPO. What you got?
Yeah. It's just a comedy, and I love it. Wayne's World 2.
Yeah, let's go.
Interesting. All right, there you go. Okay, all right, interesting. Maybe definitely dark horse. I didn't see it coming, but it jumped in there and won the whole tournament. Interesting. Okay, hey, I wouldn't have predicted it, but I predicted a different Mike Myers movie to win this whole thing. But interesting. Okay, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
I wish Mike Myers could still have the magic he once had. I don't know if he has it. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I do my plugs pretty quickly because I do have to jet. So.
Yeah. We'll do the plug. So go ahead, Richie. Where can we find you?
You can find me all around the play. The JPO's league because I have to. He likes when I mention his name. But also, it's good. And Why We Love Horror film stuff there. I'll be on ranking Russell Crowe movies. I don't know if my whinging made the difference. Like when you've got Disney and Marvel movies always making it through. But hey, Russell Crowe won the poll, so I'm on that ranking. So find me there. All around that. Lonely Marks. Doing a teenage draft and talking about all the news so. Check out there.
Cool. Sounds good. Thanks, Richie. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see you later. We'll go to Brian. Where can we find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Periscope. I played Ace at Ursay. Tomorrow I'm facing this guy right here, JPO, round 2 of the Ace at tournament. It's at 9 p.m., right, JPO? We said 9 p.m.
I don't know, 9 or 10, depends on which host is awake and wants to do it. We'll figure it out.
Lights Out Trivia, I appear there.
Maybe earlier if I tell you all to be there.
Tournament fights. I'll be on Friday for the poster tournament.
I'm looking forward to that one.
My match should be up. My upload on Sunday on Multiplex Fandom. Me and Eric's team match we filmed. And Don't Pickle Goodacre, we're part of the best faction, Pizza Planet, for FCU Trivia.
Right. Sounds good. And Chad, what do you have going on?
Yep. I'll just keep it brief. Check out Chadwick Webb is my channel where we rank things and have fun doing it. Check out Brian already said the Dill Pickle Movie Network, but I'll plug my show on there. Picture This, where we basically try to watch every Best Picture nominee. And this month we're doing 1943, Romance, Casablanca. You can see the logic there. And then, of course, next month we're going to be doing the Oscars for 2023. And then check out the Nerd Entertainment Network. My buddy Hunter, my wife Carrie, and I do. We have a horror show on there. We just do a lot of really fun things. We talk Buffy, we talk horror, we do brackets, we do a lot of really fun stuff over there. Games, a lot of really good stuff. And I'm also gonna jump out. But thank you guys for having me. This was really fun.
Yeah. Thanks, Chad. Yeah, it's been fun. So yeah, see ya. And JPO, what have you been dreaming about over there?
I did have a dream. This is legit. Me and Pez got arrested after we crashed a car. That happened the other night. That was weird.
Weird.
Yeah,
let me do the talking. It's fine. Yeah, I'll take care of that.
Yeah.
No, you made it worse. You tried doing the talking. You made it worse, actually.
Then you were wrong, sir. Because I would do the talking easily. I'm good with cops.
Yeah,
I'm very smooth.
But that's what you started. I'm going to tell you that.
I'm not smooth. I hate cops. So
hey, I remember the dream too. I was in it, so I was there. I remember. Yeah. I didn't do as bad as you thought I would. I thought I was.
Yeah.
The Periscope channel. As Brian mentioned, we're continuing we're starting round 2 of the tournament here. Me and him, we're fighting to the death tomorrow. Probably. I think so. Maybe. We'll see. And always do countdowns of sorts. You'll see Pez on this week's countdown. 1991. Maybe something from tonight will pop up, evidently.
There's a couple of 1991 movies here on this bracket, oddly enough. Yeah, quite a few 1991 movies. So won't even make that list. Tune in to find out. I don't know.
Yeah. I haven't really looked at my list lately, so I just know I have it kind of ready, and I'll tweak it if I have to. And then, let's see. Of course, you got the Lonely March. You'll find right here on this channel on Thursday. We got a fun show where we're going to draft some TNA stars from 02 to 05. So a lot of people on the board there. That's going to be fun with us, Richie, and the Barbs. Let's see here. At midnight, actually. So I'm about to do something here in about 20 minutes. I need to wake the fuck up. Trivia over at Twitch with Chris Cass. I'll be fighting Paul Mead, I think. Yeah, so watch me get squashed by Paul Mead in about 20 minutes.
That's pretty much too. CWC against Bradley Walters in this animation.
Oh, I was about to say, you're not in CWC. Oh, that's right. He's starting to do stuff that's besides wrestling.
Yes.
I'm trying to convince him to do some movie stuff. Yeah. I'm mad that you guys did Eternal Sunshine clip, but I wasn't able to answer it last night. I'm going to throw that out there.
What clip?
Eternal Sunshine. Last night.
Oh yeah. Okay, well that is a romance movie, so there you go. Yeah.
Chris Scott, you suck for not knowing it. Just want to throw that out there.
Don't be short.
Shout out to Jacob Barber. Jacob Barber pretty much dominated that whole thing last night.
Barber he's the romantic king of our little leagues here.
And Maria Hammond doing like the best I've ever seen her do, though. So she was pretty good.
There you go.
Yeah, she was mentioned before this. She's like, oh yeah, some of the stuff was right in my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
So blah, blah, blah. I'm looking forward to when you guys do that tournament. That's gonna be fun, and some more stuff on this channel. And thanks for having me as always.
Yeah, for sure. Sounds good. And Austin, what do you have going on?
Well, you can see me uploading whatever picture I take with American Pie 2 star Sharon Elizabeth at some point on Sunday. I'll upload that to Facebook. So call her, wrap my arm around her, call her my boo boo kitty fuck. That'll be great.
Yeah, right.
Who else on the docket, Pez? Anyone else?
Gremlins 2 star John Glover. He's clamping that movie. So
Smallville? Cool.
It's a big Smallville thing, but I'm getting Gremlins 2 because I love Gremlins 2 from him. Right, I'm gonna meet Ryan Permerson there. So frequent contributor. He's gonna meet kind of halfway there. And then I don't know about the Spacey thing. He might be too pricey. I don't know. His photo, no selfies at the table. His photo up is $225, a little too pricey. I don't know how much his autograph is. It's probably bare minimum $100, I would imagine, for the autograph. So we'll see. But
you can do the creepy thing where you like take a real awkward picture.
Yeah,
you take a real awkward picture from a distance. That's what I do when they're really too present. Like, fuck you for putting your.
They might put him on like
a creepy picture.
I don't think you'll even be able to do it. They'll probably put him in a separate room or something. Like you'll have to like line up to go in some room and like get shit. I don't know. Mainly just those two. Yeah, I'm not big on Smallville, so all the Smallville people will be there. But that's not really my bag. But hey, if it is, cool. Not really my thing. Just a few things.
Is Rosenbaum there?
Rosenbaum's there. Tom Welling's there. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know anything from anything else though. I like his podcast.
Urban Legend.
Yeah.
I don't like Urban
Sorority
Legend.
Boys.
I don't like Sorority Boys. No. I like Harlan Williams and Sorority Boys. It's the only thing I like about that movie. And the fact that movie has a lot of Animal House alumni. That's about it. Legitimately. Anyways, getting back to it. That's Lonely Marks. That's about it. Yeah, the other tournament, our posters tournament. Don't have much else besides that going on this week. I'll be putting the brackets together probably Friday or Saturday for our 200th tournament celebration. Jordan, I'm sure you'll be talking about that. I got to go run through my previous winners list here, start putting that together, shuffle them all up and see what we get for both those tournaments. That should be a lot of fun. That'll be a big celebration next week. So start putting that together.
Yeah, speaking of that 200 episode, if anyone would like to be on those episodes, we've got a few spots, especially that Wednesday episode is looking a little light. So if anyone wants to be on
part one, I believe, right? I'm on part one.
You're on part one. Yeah. And I also had you on the championship, but I don't know if you can do it still.
I could do the championship one, yeah.
It'll be a shorter one. So that'll be half bracket.
Yeah. So, but you can find us on all the socials at Movie Hero 2121 on all the social medias at Jordan83616, and it's all down in the description below. You can find all of our social media, and you can find us in the Showdown Friends and Family group. We'll have the poll out for this episode in a couple of days, and you can. And if you're curious about why some of these movies made it, as far as that did like Problem Child 2 and some of those, you can just ask and we'll let you know. Just easy matchups and stuff, but for those particular movies. But let's see. Friday will be that poster that tournament, and I'm really looking forward to it because I keep switching my posters up because I think that I'll have a set 13. I'm like, oh, nobody chose this poster, this other cool one, or like whatever. So I'm kind of like down to the wire. I think I have it set now, but be like maybe like a speedy episode, because what can you say about posters? You just like say, well, I like that one better because it looks cool, and so yeah. But and then also Austin and I will be doing a selection show for the Seen and Heard trivia tournament on Saturday. We talked about 3:30. Is that 3:30 Eastern you wanted to go? Is that what you were thinking?
Just some point, like probably late afternoon. We don't know just yet. Some point late afternoon. I'll be off work in gym at some point late afternoon. We'll get together and just do it. So just keep an eye out for a post about that. We'll post.
But everyone split up into 4-way matches, and then we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what happens. So we'll be doing that, and it'll all be random. We'll put everyone's name in a wheel and we'll spin for spots. But and then let's see what we have going on. We're gonna try to do a Wheel of Movies tomorrow night for the Rise of Skywalker is what we're gonna try to. I keep trying to get 3-person panels for me and Marie Wilson, and then we always end up just having to do it me and her, but that's fine. I mean, she knows her stuff when it comes to Star Wars. She can talk about it all day long. So yeah, because Chris, I think since it is Valentine's Day tomorrow, he is dating someone long distance, but I think they're like trying to like have some kind of Zoom
Gonna have a
date
phone date
or
a
something like
phone
that.
date.
Yeah. So they're trying to make something happen. So, but Chris did a review of the movie on his TikTok. So he sent me a link to that. So we're gonna at least play that. You can hear his thoughts on it. See if he gives it a 5 out of 5 plus. We'll see. But and yeah, we're gonna get to a recast for the Willy Wonka episode soon. That is coming. It's just been very busy, but like, and I don't know what the status for recast is going to be going forward. I'm realizing that I'm like kind of personally having more fun doing a trivia, but recast was pretty popular. So so is all the trivia stuff too. So like it just depends. I mean, we may still do some. It just be, or we might move it to maybe like a once a month kind of thing, something like that. So yeah, but I mean, I still I definitely want to do it. So just follow us on our social media, and we'll keep you posted on the recast. Hopefully next week sometime we can get that Willy Wonka one done. But and then just let's see. Oh, if you follow us on Patreon, you go to patreon.com/movie hero. You can find the extended schedule over there if you want first dibs on signing up. I still need to move a couple podcasts over there, so that it is coming soon. I want to try to like give you guys a little more content over there. So we've been thinking of like maybe some podcasts we can do and like some other things that we can put over there. So that stuff is coming for sure. And we'd update a lot more if I had someone that maybe wanted to like jump on and like be our Patreon person and like maybe run that for us. But we'll see how it goes. But and then just what we have going on for tournament fights and tier ranker. So we already mentioned that poster one, and then the 200th episode will be a 3-parter next week. So just like we do it with our ladder series. And then we'll be getting into my after the 128. We're going to start doing those. So I'll have my next 64 that would have shown up on just after my 128. You may see a couple crossovers because I've tweaked my 128 just a little bit, where maybe 4 or 5 maybe fallen off, and some new movies are in there. So you may see a couple crossovers. But and then let's see, we do have our next tier ranker series is going to be best TV shows by a decade. I put one a little early on the schedule, so we got to find something for our March 1st slot. So we're making some updates for that too, because as of right now we don't have anything. But probably I'm just gonna switch it out with something maybe a couple months down the road and just swap it for the TV, because we're not going to start the TV thing for about 2 months, because we still have our championship of our movies with one word title decade series to go, and then I'll put the month after that and then bump up whatever I swap it with. So just keep posted on our social media for that. And then speaking of the ladder series, we have the best movies of 2004 will be our next ladder series. And then we're going to be moving into our geek series, which will be our final category for our best geek characters of all time. Will be best fantasy / sci-fi characters. So that have not appeared yet on any other tournaments. And then the following month we'll have our championship for all the characters from all the different geek fandoms all in one. And then also me and Zach Shelton will be going head to head on our favorite TV shows of all time. We're going to be doing a lot more TV stuff this year, so I'm looking forward to getting into some of that, because we did the Malcolm versus JPO one, and I wasn't on it, but I tuned in while I was on vacation, and it was actually a lot of fun. Like, I had fun listening to that. So yeah. And then Austin will be doing his after the 128 as well. That's coming up soon. And then our next actor versus will be Jack Black versus Ben Stiller. Also, we'll have that match coming up, and then Austin will have at the end of March for his birthday just a mystery movie speed tournament that he says with a little twist on it that maybe you'll find out in the episode. So yeah. And then we'll also have the best movies from 64 great directors coming up at the beginning of April. And then I'll just throw in just a couple bonus ones. We have a music episode, which probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to give Jacob Barber his own 64 favorite either music artists or music albums. He hasn't told me exactly which one he wants to do. It'll be one of those two. And then Malcolm still needs to pick what he wants to do for his birthday episode. So that's TBD. We'll find out what that one's going to be. And then the very last one that I'm going to mention, that'll be another versus, will be Austin versus Jacob Barber on their favorite TV shows too. That'll be in April. So yeah, there's kind of like a sort of extended kind of look there. So at the schedule, but yeah, that's going to do it for us tonight. So thanks again, guys. This was a fun time. We finally got to this episode after it was pushed back for quite a while. So yeah, but for Brian Nussbaum, for JPO, for Austin Pez Howell, for Richie Goodacre, for Chad Webb, I've been Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and we will see you next time.
Shoot.